Alright, my mic's on. Uh, this should already be set up, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Alright. Lil Durk confessing on a song.
Little Durk built himself a massively successful career, rapping about the lifestyle he chose to live, building his entire musical persona after his real street criminal ties he formed while growing up in the gritty streets of Chicago. Durk rapping about his real life is what made him so successful to begin with. His lyrics about the streets sounded so authentic to those who listened to his music. Here was a rapper who wasn't capping for his songs, trying to paint himself as someone he wasn't, and for a while, it was working really well for him. Until the very thing that made him such a famous star ended up being what caused his demise. Little Durk has recently been indicted by the feds. Just like the fans believed Little Durk was really living that life, so did the FBI. Now, they're trying to put him away for life for crimes that he openly rapped about in his songs. As most of you already know, Little Durk was arrested a few weeks back for allegedly hiring a hit squad to take out Quando Rondo. The feds were investigating him for a while, but were forced to arrest him early after they came under the suspicion that Durk was trying to make a run for it. He was taken into custody by FBI agents after booking several flights out of the country. The US Customs and Border Protection alerted the FBI that Durk booked 2 one-way flights to Dubai and Switzerland that he didn't end up taking. The FBI then learned of a 3rd flight he booked himself, leaving Miami, landing in Italy. He was arrested just 1 hour before boarding the flight at the Miami International Airport. At that moment, Durk was being held in custody without officially being charged. But just a few days back, that all changed after the feds officially indicted Durk. In the indictment, Little Durk is being charged with 1 count of conspiracy, 1 count of using interstate facilities to commit murder for hire, resulting in death, and 1 count of using, carrying, and discharging firearms and a machine gun and possession of such firearms in furtherance of a crime of violence resulting in death. According to the feds, Durk at some point put a bounty on Quando Rondo's head, promising money and even a record deal with OTF so whoever got rid of Quando for him. On August 18, 2022, Durk's associates learned that Rondo was staying at a Los Angeles hotel. That day, members of his crew OTF and 2 others flew from Chicago to San Diego and then drove to Los Angeles using funds provided by Durk. When they allegedly found Quando, they stalked his vehicle until he was pulling over at a gas station. This is when masked men hopped out of the car and unloaded into Quando's SUV, critically striking his cousin. Something that's quite interesting that the feds revealed in the indictment was that Little Durk actually bragged about this hit in one of his songs.
What?
According to the feds, Durk had directly referenced the shooting in a
confused.
2022 song. The feds claims that Durk sought out to commercialize Little Pop's death by rapping about his revenge on Quando. The feds highlight a song that Durk was on called Wonderful Wayne, where he made direct references to a news clip filmed shortly after the shooting in which Rondo could be heard screaming "No, no" after seeing Little Pop's body. In the song Wonderful Wayne, Durk raps, "Told me they got an addy. Go, go. Got location, go, go. Green light, go, 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 go. Look on the news and you see your son, you screaming no, no. And all them guys hanging with him, if you know, you know." Now, like the feds pointed out in the indictment, these lyrics are clearly referencing the Quando shooting. If we analyze the lyrics, Durk rapped about getting the addy, referring to getting the drop on Quando being in LA. He then said that he had the location, stating that he sent his shooters to the location. He then raps green light, which means he's given the green light to his shooters to do the crime, ending the bar by mentioning the news clip of Quando crying over losing his cousin. Not only is this self-snitching, but it confirms a point I made in the last video I did covering Durk. I don't think this retaliation attempt Durk set up was to avenge King Von's death. Durk wasn't trying to eliminate Quando to honor King Von. He was doing it for his own career and reputation. Like I said at the beginning of this video, Durk is so successful because he's supposed to be a real street guy from Chicago. He built this entire career around his gangster reputation. Now, his reputation came into question when fans kept mocking him for not sliding for Vaughn. So many fans were telling him to slide for Vaughn under his post, and it eventually got to Durk. He felt that he needed to retaliate to save his reputation, and it was the reason he rapped about it. He set up the hit and then rushed to make a song about it right after. This wasn't about the streets. This was about his fans. He wanted the fans to know he was behind the hit. It's the only reason he rapped about it. Rapping about a hit was a stupid idea, but how else was he gonna claim the credit? He wanted people to respect his reputation of being a street guy so he can keep selling records and making money off that persona. Dirk was so determined to let the fans know he did it that he was leaving clues everywhere. When he did this interview with DJ Academics asked him what he felt about people commenting Slide for Von under his post. Dirk then responded to him by saying, "I don't see them saying that no more." After he said that, the room got awkwardly quiet.
You talking about by the Slide for Von comments? I don't know if people still say it. They used to say it, but you also mentioned a song. They be like, they be saying Slide for Von. I think they trolling me. Yo, by the way, that song is fire. I ain't gonna lie.
For some reason, I just don't see the comments no more. For some odd reason. I don't know. Might be the water. You be seeing the comments a lot?
They kind of chilled out a little bit.
I wonder why. We different in Iraq.
I feel like speaking of parables, I'm trying to like decode it a little bit.
We have nothing to do with nothing. That's like me just claiming something I want to.
As you heard for yourself, Dirk made it clear that people weren't telling him to slide for Von anymore. He clearly insinuated that he already had slid for Von. This is just further proof that Dirk was more concerned about people knowing he slid than actually doing it and getting away with it. Normally, when people do serious crimes like this, where they put a hit out on people, they do their best to not be traced back to the crime. Dirk did the opposite, literally telling his fans that he did it, telling his fans to stop telling him to slide for Von. This entire crash out was about his reputation in his music career, not King Von. He wanted to be able to claim that he took out the man who took out his artist so he can brag about his gangster. It's just like he did in the song where he snitches on himself. What's quite interesting, on that same song, Dirk admits he was willing to risk it all to get revenge. In the song he rapped, "It's messed up that I'd rather get revenge instead of millions." Here we have Dirk again admitting in a song that he is trying to get revenge and is willing to crash out for it. He wanted the fans to know that he is a real street guy, which is rather dumb when you think about it. Instead of him moving in silence, he wanted to make sure everyone knew he did it so he could get the credit. This all proves it wasn't about Von, it was about his reputation. If it was only about Von, he would have never bragged about it. It wouldn't matter if other people didn't know he slid for Von, as long as he knew he did it. That wasn't his goal with this. It was all about keeping his fans thinking that he was a real authentic gangster. While Dirk made a career for himself by rapping about the evil he and his crew did in the streets, that very thing came back to haunt him, as the feds are now using those very same lyrics against him. One thing I would say is that in my last video about Dirk, I saw a lot of people saying that he's a changed man now and he's become religious. If you fell for that, then you're rather gullible. It's so obvious Dirk made this switch because he wanted to start changing his reputation. He knew this day was coming and decided to get ahead of it by trying to clean up his reputation. This is why he opened foundations and tried to make political connections. He was trying to fix his public image because he knew his day was coming sooner or later. So he pretends to be an activist and a religious man while he is still rapping and promoting a criminal lifestyle and death. He never changed. He still rapped about the evil that he was proud to promote. Dirk's last song posted on his YouTube channel is still about the same topics. In his song Opportunist, he still raps about sliding and catching his ops. How is he trying to be a positive role model for the kids while promoting sliding on the ops and doing drugs? None of those topics are positively affecting the kids. Sadly, so many fans are so gullible, they believe anything these celebrities say. We live in a world where instead of fans being turned off by Dirk putting a hit on his rival, they instead celebrate him for it. He's even more praised for trying to eliminate people that he doesn't like. They treat Dirk like a superhero. They look up to him and want to be just like him, not realizing that Dirk is selling them out. Dirk is promoting crimes to the kids that look up to him. He's promoting gang culture and substance use. And the worst part about it is that he's doing it all for a check. It's truly sad because while Dirk is making millions, those who Dirk work for are making tens of millions. The people who are really profiting from all this death are so far detached from it that they don't care about who's being affected by it. They love watching Little Dirk influence the streets to commit more crimes because they make more money from the culture he's contributing to. They own hip-hop, and the rappers are just their puppets. We have to stop idolizing street prophets and instead follow God's prophets, as today we're missing God more and more, and it's reflecting on our society. So many kids are soulless, and it's because they look up to men with no soul like Little Dirk. They are hypnotized by the lifestyle, and they're all going down the same path, a path they were set upon by rappers like Little Dirk and others. We must stop this. It's the only way we can help the coming generations prevent them from making the same mistakes so many of us made because of these sellout rappers. Just take a look at how Dirk ended up and many of these other drill rappers. Don't follow them, save your soul instead. Well, I'm gonna end this one here. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the
So he
next
didn't
one.
fly. He slid for his image. That be the way he's saying.
Grammy winner Lil Durk is being held behind bars in South Florida, charged in a murder-for-hire plot back in 2022.
The FBI says he was arrested while trying to flee the country. Investigators believe Lil Durk put out a hit on another rapper, Quando Rondo, in retaliation for the earlier murder of Chicago rapper King Von. Rondo's cousin also died in a shooting at a Los Angeles gas station caught on camera. Several of Lil Durk's associates have also been arrested in connection with this same plot.
Lil Durk has ruined his career over something that could have fully been avoided. Though King Von and Lil Durk were best friends, revenge got Durk put behind bars, possibly for the rest of his life. Plus, he was just gifted the keys to Chicago, but as fast as he got it, was as fast as he lost it. The whole world was shocked when they heard the news he was incarcerated under the circumstances of murder for hire. People like Vlad and Wack 100 stated he was dumb for the decision he made, for the simple fact of him being a very high-level rapper. But nobody but Durk really can speak on the situation. It's evident everything was stemmed from OCF Jam wearing a wire for years. But it's also evident Jam was getting took care of by Durk during his whole bid he was already serving. And he stated in the interview, Durk made sure he was good when he was released from prison.
Bro made sure he made a way for me to be straight, like he's saying that I ass again, you know, like shit. Crib, car, all that. Being able to take care of anything I need to take care of, period. Like, it's still up.
But Lil Pab was murdered on August 9th, 2022, and the FBI claims it was retaliation for the late King Von, who was murdered by Lil Tim, someone in Quando Rondo's gang. Von was murdered November 6, 2020 at a nightclub in Atlanta, and that's where vengeance.
What's up, chat? What's up, chat? What's up, chat? What's up, chat? How y'all doing?
Respected black disciple from O Block. It's been rumored he had up to 7+ bodies. Von wasn't the average street dude. His ops even credit him, claiming he lived what he rapped. And Durk put Von in a better situation, got him focused on the music and away from the streets. But Durk's dad, Big Durk, was at court supporting him during his first court date. This isn't nothing new to Big Durk though, because he was in jail for 26 years for not snitching on Larry Hoover. But Durk had everything good going on for himself. He actually started to seek for peace and positivity, and he was moving forward into the right direction. Drugs was a main priority in Durk's life. He's rapped about it throughout his career, but he went to rehab and got cleaned up to better his image. He spoke on a mini interview about his journey as soon as he was released.
I want to embrace it, you know what I'm saying, because it helped me a lot.
Helped you a lot?
Yeah, so I want people to not run from it or be shy from it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Durk even has a Neighborhood Heroes nonprofit organization that's been around for the last 4 years, and had a big event at the United Center to where he brung FYBJ Main.
A lot of people,
from
it's pretty common for people to like appear as a Muslim to get out of trouble. People do it in Baltimore a lot, or not. Like they do it to be in a gang. By the age of 8 through 12, I already knew people were just being a Muslim just so they could have like it wasn't true, like them wanting to be a Muslim. It was just for like for to have comfort and to have brothers around you and stuff.
Dirk has beef with. Even though Jay
So like people just becoming a Muslim for that. They've been doing that forever.
Maine is pushing peace,
They've
it's
been doing that
still a
forever.
good step. Dirk let him come out. Plus, Dirk put a picture of most of the Chicago legends on the jumbo screen, even ops like Lil JoJo and FBG Duck. Duck was a top op for Dirk, who dissed multiple of his dead friends. Duck and Dirk has been having an ongoing feud since before they both even blew up. Not to mention, Duck's mom attempted to sue Dirk and King Von Estates over the killing of FBG Duck that happened at the Gold Coast in downtown Chicago. 6 members from O Block was actually charged and convicted of the murder. It was alleged King Von put $100K on Duck, but hasn't been any accurate proof to confirm that. And nothing comes back to tie Dirk into the case to even be able to legally sue him for the killing. But Dirk just won a Grammy with the song All My Life featuring J. Cole. So many achievements could have possibly went downhill, but Drake, who's definitely one of the best rappers of this generation, would take Dirk's career to the next level. Laugh Now, Cry Later featuring Dirk exploded with 508 million views on YouTube. After
yeah, that song was good. That song was really good.
Exposure. Things took off from there, and he started seeing shows almost every day.
Leave a like, chat, subscribe,
been throwing little indirect
sub up,
basically insinuating there was get back for King Von. DJ
I didn't like this tattoo right here has the lines, but the tattoo on my neck or like the tattoo on my chest, I was supposed to have the I was supposed to have the fucking lines in my shit, but I told him not to put the lines in because I thought that it looked too generic.
Correct statements,
like the fucking lines that emphasize it.
King Von. DJ Academics happened to get an interview with Dirk, and questions started to roll in. Academics brought up the Slide for Von comments, and Dirk stated he doesn't see those comments anymore.
What are you talking about? By the Slide for Von comments. I don't know if people still say it.
For some reason, I just don't see them comments no more. For some odd reason. I don't know.
Dirk has built a legacy with OTF that could possibly fall apart forever. But the label started maybe over 10 years ago. Dirk branded a solid lineup of artists for OTF maybe over 10 years.
French Montana is always in the mix, bro. Like, where do you come from, French? God damn.
Years ago, Dirk branded a solid lineup of artists for OTF.
Yo, French Montana just
like
be
Low,
in a mix, bro.
And Chucky. But going back to the murder for hire charges pending against Dirk, he could be sitting in prison for life. Dirk was arrested near Miami International Airport late Thursday. Police stated on August 19th, 2022, several OTF members used 2 vehicles to track and stalk the victim. So the police already have a huge understanding of what Dirk is involved in. Plus, Dirk recently fought a case where he was allegedly involved in a shooting in 2019 near downtown Atlanta. It was November. He has an album called Deep Thoughts dropping. Though Dirk's sitting behind bars at the moment, he's a trending hot topic, so his sales are going to skyrocket. And every other person in his entourage is going to see some progression too. But Dirk has been trying to do right as a growing Muslim. And other Muslims asked Quando Rondo if him and Dirk can settle their differences and bring peace. But Quando seemed like he wasn't going for it, but who knows?
Lil Durk, who I'm going to talk to also. Lil Durk is a Muslim. Now that you are a Muslim, are you prepared to make it? He needs to be prepared also to have that unit, because that's what distinguishes you to be a true Muslim and not a munafiq, not a hypocrite. So that's what I'm saying. That's what's going. And you ask, but you got to ask Allah for that.
And Quando allegedly forgave Dirk and his associates for the murder. But Dirk can either stay solid or fold under the circumstances, but ain't no telling.
Like, bro, forgiveness is crazy. Like, I'm supposed to forgive you for murdering somebody, and I'm supposed to just be like, yeah, bro, you cool. Like, yeah, you's fine. You murdered my and keep going. Like that's just crazy, bruh. But you know, God or his teachings always tells you to do stuff like that. But it's like that's just crazy,
Outcome.
bro. Ain't no way. I gotta get back. Hey, I'm gonna get some get back. See, y'all don't know me. Y'all probably think I'm just, you feel me? I I stand on business. I'm not saying I would kill somebody, just a random person. But if someone I loved, something happened to them, oh, oh, I'm not sitting around praying. I'm not. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. And the kind of person I am, low key, I'll slip under the radar. I'll slip right under the radar, bro. I already know. You feel me? There's a lot of bodies that slip under the radar. Hey, I'ma be fine. I'm not about to be mad or angry at somebody for the rest of my life. Even if I'm telling you, bro, like the way that my mindset's set up, like I don't even be meaning to like hold on to things, but it's like that's tough, bro. That's just too tough, bro. That's too tough. I I don't know. Especially if they try to kill me and they killed the wrong person and nah, I don't know, bro. We gotta like I don't know. Something gotta happen, like, cause in life there is a th th there's decisions you make, and like me getting a get back obviously is gonna ruin my life, but it's like fuck it, cause it's like I don't really love that many people for real, like deeply, and you took them away from me. Like I gotta do something to you. You I gotta do something to you. I'm sorry. The baby, the beggar, begging Megan back. What?
Getting 8 ads every 20 minutes is actually diabolical. Meet Pi, the ad blocker that actually works on Twitch, aka every user's dream. I can watch my favorite streamers without being bombarded with ads every few minutes.
The nerve of the baby going on an interview and saying that Megan is making music with lames and he needs to come back. No, sister, you need Megan Thee Stallion. She don't need you. You found where you wanted to be at, and that's stagnant. And we're glad to see that your career is on its end. Thank you. Next. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on.
See, the only possible way the baby could ever fall off is because, like, he's fucking lyrical. Like he's the epitome of he's not a hood rapper. He's like in the middle. He's a fucking rapper. He's just a rapper. He has the image of a rapper. I don't get it. They just say his music sound the same, and they took that and ran with it. And he obviously did some crazy public stuff, like the stuff he said about gay people and people who had AIDS and stuff. But like, goddamn, bro, like his music wasn't enough to like save him.
What's going on?
This man been making music for a long time too, bro. Like the baby been making music for a long. I'm probably not about to watch this guy. I'm really probably not. He's on some like gossip type vibes. But we gonna look at the baby. Look, like he been making music for a long time. Like realistically, bro, it's gonna take you 10 years to really make it. Like it took him a minute, bro. His numbers not looking bad.
Yeah, I can't even lie, I be running. I be trying to get out of there, baby. A freak, she gon' look in my eye when she gon' look in my eye when she coming. It's hard for me to not use my hands when it jiggle. I'm the baby.
Yeah. He there's nothing wrong with him for real. That project was ass. Oh, this was my favorite song. He like blicky blicky, show him what that Draco do. It was on us too, and I'm on say we accused. This shit hard. We just gonna hear this chorus. Blicky blicky, show him what that Draco do. And it takes from Syracuse. Like the way the vibration of his voice on that song is crazy. All right, so we're 4 years ago. Obviously, he was discovered around 5 years ago for real. All right, he been making music for 9 years. Chat. The baby been making music for 9 years, and he's in the industry now. You feel me? It took him. It took him right like five. It took him a while to get in the industry, but he got in. He was doing his name was Baby Jesus at first. But it took dude.
Tell me the truth. Hey, no matter what, I gotta have it. Introduce you to the family. All a nigga ever wanted was you. All I want is the money, the money, the money, the money, the money. Fell in love with the money, the money, the money, the money, the money. I can't get enough of the money, the money, the money, the money, the money. Hey, all a nigga ever wanted was you. Hey, I don't be chasing these bitches, I'm chasing the money.
It's the all a nigga ever wanted was you. Wait. He been with the real ghost for a long ass time. What the hell? He been with them for a long ass time, bro.
Tell me what the money. I keep 32 money and money. I just put my bitch on the
Wait. Hell no. That's like his fucking 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like, bro, that's like his 10th music video. He already got a professional, well, it was like 1 year later. He got a professional squad behind him. He probably, yeah. He probably was like,
let me suck a titty. I like to stack it up before I spend it. I just play in the mini money mode. I got some options when it come to bitches. I done hit plenty different kind of hoes. And then I just pass them around to my niggas. You get on this sprint or bust anything goes. She told me your name but I ain't gon' remember. Your baby mama wanna give me a bitch. She tricking on a nigga, she wanna.
yeah, it took the baby a minute to come up. Like he ain't come up in his teenage years. But really having a rich homie Quan. That's crazy, bro. They really whack rich homie Quan.
Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me for this Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about Triple X Tentacion's leaked jail call, where he talks about a ritual he performed. But before we begin, I just wanted to remind you guys to subscribe to my second channel, Truth Network.
So when people, when they be doing the rituals and stuff, I think it gives them a certain aura where it attracts people or attracts a certain success.
You can find the channel tagged in the description of this video. Thank you all.
I just don't get how the process between them doing a ritual and then just becoming famous. They didn't have to do the ritual. They could have just became famous with the contract and had the budget and became who they are. But it's like they did a ritual, then got signed, and then become famous. But you could not do the ritual, get signed, and still have the same results. But they always do a ritual. They always do some fucking ritual.
Triple X Tentacion was a massive star at the time of his passing. He had become an even bigger star the day he passed away, as his death became worldwide news. On the day he passed, his streams saw a massive spike, rising by 549%, which marked the highest point of his musical career. His fans were left hurting and shocked as no one was expecting the rapper to go out like that, and at such a young age. No one would have guessed that while X was at his peak, he would end up losing it all. Well, no one except for Triple X Tentacion himself, who had hinted at all this happening several times while he was still alive. If you've seen any
It
one of
probably
my
was a
several
part of
X videos, then you would
his
already
thing. Like it was like, all right, we're gonna give you what you want, but you're just gonna have to die one
that he
day,
spoke about his end multiple times. Even in
and
the
you're not gonna know
documentary
when
made
you
by
die.
Hulu
That
about
probably was a
X's
part of his
life, they
contract.
show a scene where Ghazi, the CEO of the Empire label X was signed to,
There's probably
revealed
like
that
a contract that they sign where it's like we're gonna make you uh like idolized for the rest of your life, basically. Like we're gonna push your stuff for the rest of your life because it can make us money. So like even though he's dead now, he's still alive because of the people who put money into him. So that's probably a part of his contract is to keep him alive even after he dies.
X told him he would not live past 21 years old.
And we were sitting down eating, and he was around with the chopsticks, and we were just sitting there, and we started talking about kids. And he was like, "You're gonna be a great dad." So you're gonna be a great dad too someday, bro. He said, "No, I'm not." So what do you mean? And he just looked me dead in the eye, and he's like, "I'm not gonna make it past 21."
As you heard for yourself, for some strange reation, X felt that
Yeah,
he
X
wasn't
already
gonna live.
knew that he wasn't going to make it to 21, bro. He did something. He did something in the midst of his come up. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. He probably owed them something. Nah.
Past the age
It
of
literally
21.
probably was in his
He also
contract.
dropped his music video Sad 10 days after he passed away, which depicted him attending his own funeral. He obviously filmed this video before he passed, as he is featured in the music video. For some reason, X kept foreshadowing his own death, but why was X doing this? Did he somehow know that something was going to happen to him in advance, or was he in some kind of trouble that the world was unaware of? Today, I will provide some answers to these questions and bring clarity to the entire XXX Tentacion story with information that connects everything else we have spoken about before. After watching this video, you will have a better understanding of what really happened to X and why it happened to him to begin with. You will also see the truth about the music industry and why it's so dark and disturbing. I want to give a special shout out to this channel as their video was posted on my Discord and pointed me to some of the information in this video. This story starts all the way back when X was coming up trying to make it in the music industry. When X was 17, he was homeless, and according to his close friend Ski Mask, this is when X met a man who went by the name of Bruno Dickums back in 2015. Bruno was an adult film star who was known in South Florida for his films. During these days, he had an adult film series called Groupie Lust, which featured popular Florida rappers shooting scenes with their fans. The series would feature rappers like Puya, Fat Nick, Little Tracy, Denzel Curry, and many other Florida rappers. Bruno was a part of the Florida collective called Members Only that featured many underground rappers as well. This made Bruno popular in the Florida rap scene, which led to many Florida rappers wanting to hang out with Bruno, one of those being X. According to Bruno, he met X because X had contacted him to be a part of his Groupie Lust series. But according to Ski Master Slump God, X had asked Bruno if he can stay at his home in Miami, and Bruno would agree. Bruno would take X in, and X would indeed eventually make a film for the series that was never released. X even talks about this film's existence in the interview he did with Adam 22.
Groupie Lust, you know, we got Becky in the building, Becky in the building.
You did the Groupie Lust thing, the Fat Nick did?
Of course.
You did it?
Yeah.
Did you, or did you just...
Of course I
You
did.
did. So people can go watch you...
Of course. I'm gonna have...
You are. So you're not ashamed. You're Razzers. There's a lot...
Fucking man right here. Bruno is the fucking man. He's the fucking future, bro.
Wow.
Bruno is the future, bro.
That's awesome.
While X was living at Bruno's house, Bruno would eventually briefly become his manager. X and Ski Mask would both routinely record songs at Bruno.
So, did they sell a sex tape too? Like, was the porn a part of the like?
Bruno's house, one being Take a Step Back, a song with over 140 million streams on YouTube. Around this time is when X's career really started, and Bruno seems to play an important role in all of it. Looking into Bruno, I discovered some very interesting information. Bruno was into the occult and Thelma, and was a worshiper of the infamous occultist Aleister Crowley. I have found multiple people speaking about their experiences at Bruno's house, where they all say he was participating in rituals. One adult film star, Marsha May, who worked with Bruno and was managed by him, said in an interview that Bruno actually would sacrifice the souls of women he did scenes with in his house. She claimed that Bruno had a pentagram underneath his bed and would do a ritual that would allow him to harvest the souls of the people he hooked up with.
So I moved into the model house. He started, the guy that had the model house, he was a male talent too. I actually can't stand him. His name's Bruno. He does some satanic shit now with the girls.
That's on Ruby Lust, right?
Yeah, you know him?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Well, like I met him times like in clubs and stuff.
He's a no one around. He sacrifices a girl's soul and he f***s them on top of his bed. Because he has like the gates of hell pentagon drawn underneath his bed. And he sacrifices a girl's soul on top of the bed when he f***s them. So let the world know that, because that is some real demonic shit. That's not cool. And that revolves around XXX tension too, because
I got that whole like scene and stuff is like, you know,
XXX does the same thing.
For real?
Yeah, he sacrifices his best friend's soul, Ski Mask. Sacrificed his soul. It's real.
As you heard for yourself, Marsha exposes Bruno and tells the interviewer he is not someone to mess with, repeating to him
Ski Mask had actually stopped hanging around with X too.
He was a Satanist who sacrificed
because
people.
X wanted to
She
sacrifice
also
him
revealed
so
that
he couldn't
Triple X
die.
Tentacion was doing the same things as Bruno, but we will talk more about this shortly. Another woman who also stayed at Bruno's house said the same thing, claiming that he was into Santeria or something dark.
And he started managing them, and that's when they started. He was 17 years old. They was 17, 18 years old, I think, a little younger. Hanging out at Bruno's house, a whole bunch of stars. That's why X and them were like insane kids, like doing screamo. Yeah. Bruno is like, there's videos of Bruno taking X to Disney. Like, people said like Bruno was kind of wanted him to be like his little, his like mini, or like that. That's like they're twins, or like, you know, they acted almost like. Yeah. And X admired that. It was so weird, and that's when all those allegations came out. Like, beat up this girl that was at Bruno's house. It's crazy. No one knows that it was Bruno.
Really?
And now none of X's mom, his friends, none of those people fuck with Bruno, because he really got this kid into like a bad like lifestyle.
Is he doing something else, or just different artists?
Bruno?
Yeah.
Bruno's still doing the same thing he was doing. This is when X was like 17. He had like short hair. He didn't even have like the two like lawn, and he was kid. Yeah. He was recording in his house. If I tell you some real shit right now, like, I'm gonna tell you some crazy, like, these kids, like, what I've heard, what they did at Bruno's house. Bruno did that in the house when I was there. Later on was, I guess, after he started living with these kids, they started doing, like, brujeria. Like, they started doing that shit. And, like, these are facts. Like, Wi-Fi, funeral, and all these guys would say that. Even Juice WRLD would say that he was, like, yeah, like, Bruno was doing, like, they were doing some weird, even X. Supposedly they got some of the girls and did, like, some weird shit.
Yeah, they can
sacrifice. Throwing blood just on them.
They dope them up somehow. So like
As you heard for yourself, this woman claims that Bruno was definitely into the occult, something that Bruno proudly exposed himself during a live stream. During one of Bruno's live streams, he straight up tells his live that he is the Baphomet, then shows a giant mural he has on the wall of Baphomet.
Smart question, because most people don't even ask, they assume, is it metaphorical? You know what? You're the first one to hit it on the dot. Thank you. That right there is a metaphor for myself. That's me. I am the fucking Baphomet. Am I the devil? Nah.
As you heard for yourself, not only does Bruno confess he is the Baphomet, but he then shows this massive mural on his wall, showing who he truly serves. X was seen taking a photo in front of this very mural. At this moment in my investigation, I started to realize Bruno was the one who introduced X to the world of the occult. By digging, I was able to find out about an incident that took place at Bruno's house between X and his girlfriend Geneva that revealed just what was going on at the house. In this video, Geneva states while she was at Bruno's house, she felt possessed due to what X and Bruno were doing.
One of the things students love about culinary school online with the Scopier is the toolkit. Our students.
She then claims that X called his friend, who was a part of members only, by the name of SB, to come perform an exorcism on her. I don't know who SB is, but he does have a song with Ski Mask the Slump God on YouTube called No More Pain.
I was possessed. I know that sounds stupid, but to me it wasn't stupid because I'll say it was really into the spiritual, like, you know? And it just backfired because Jose got on the phone and called SB, and he was like, yo, I know your parents or your auntie do woo, come over here and try to, like, save this. And they came over there, had me in a room. They started putting, like, charcoal and, like, some type of rocks in my nose. They were drawing crosses on my feet, on my...
As you heard for yourself, Geneva openly admits that Bruno and X were participating in occult rituals in Bruno's house. Bruno definitely introduced X and all the other rappers he had around them like Puya, Denzel Curry, Ski Mask, Little Pump, Wi-Fi's Funeral, and many others to Thelma and Crowley's beliefs. They are all a part of Thelma. It appears that Bruno most likely had his own Thelma Lodge in Miami, and he indoctrinated these young rappers into the religion, using them to promote its values through their music. Thelma is all about sex magic rituals, and Crowley's Do What Thou Wilt Creole. This is rather interesting since Bruno is an adult film star, filming adult scenes where he is most likely performing sex magic rituals he learned from Crowley's books. I know there's a connection between the adult film industry and Thelma, due to Hugh Hefner, who seemed to also be a Thelmite, but that's a story for another day. Something that's extremely interesting is that while X was living in Bruno's house, he made the song called I Spoke to the Devil in Miami and Everything Would Be Fine, where he mentioned striking a deal with a Baphomet. I have spoken about this song often, but now knowing he made it while living at Bruno's house, and also knowing that Bruno was the one who introduced him to Baphomet and Crowley, things started to make way more sense to me. In the song Triple X Tentacion raps, bite of your apple, give me all you can offer. Now I'm trapped in a changing maze, setting my soul ablaze. Couldn't control the pace. Where is this going? Hey, heartless is recklessness. I'm off the map, my lord. Spoke to a Baphomet. He said he would save me if I gave him one thing he needed. What is this thing? I pleaded. Boy, it's the key to even, yeah. And as I spoke, my fangs were shown. Taken aback, he smiles and tell me, what you crave will soon be yours. But what I crave is already mine. Anima versta, anima, anima versta, anima. This song is very revealing. It reveals how X met and made a deal with Baphomet. He refers to biting the apple, a reference to Adam and Eve and the forbidden fruit. I know many of you are going to comment that in the Bible it doesn't name the fruit that was eaten by Adam and Eve, but the apple is commonly used to represent the fruit since an apple is a fruit. In the song, X states he took a bite from the apple and asked the devil to give him all he can offer. This represents him selling his soul to Lucifer. In the Bible, it also speaks of a moment when Lucifer tried to convince Jesus to kneel to him, offering him the world if he did. Jesus refused his offer, but if we're listening to X, he didn't refuse this deal with the devil. Instead, he took it. X is implying that he took a bite of the apple willingly and sold his soul for all the devil can offer. He then states that he is off the map where he met a Baphomet. X is referring to meeting Baphomet while astral projecting in a dream state. He also mentions making a deal with a Baphomet and claiming that he will save him if he gave him one thing he needed, which we know is a sacrifice. At the end of the song, we find out who X had sacrificed. It turns out to be himself. As in the outro to the song, X said that Baphomet told him all he wants will soon be his, but what Baphomet wants is already his, which is anima versta. Anima versta actually translates to your soul. In this song, X confessed the truth since the beginning, all the way back in 2015, before he was famous, or his career had even taken off. Bruno definitely inspired this song, and he was the one who introduced X to Baphomet and Thelema. X got the idea of sacrifice from Aleister Crowley, who wrote about it in his book called Magic in Theory and Practice, where he states, those magicians who object the use of blood have endeavored to replace it with incense, but the bloody sacrifice, though more dangerous, is more efficacious, and for nearly all purposes, human sacrifice is the best. This is what X was trying to do, but with himself, since he wanted the world. X was so devoted to Crowley's work, he started spreading it through his music. As later, when he started performing, he would repeat a quote by Crowley, every man and woman is a star. X tells his fans the exact same thing during a show.
Listen, I want to say something to you guys. Alright, so listen. No matter what anybody tells you, each and every individual in here is a star. All of you are here.
In this Medium article, this photographer claims to have been invited to take pictures of a party at Bruno's house. At the party, this photographer claims that he witnessed multiple rappers sit around X while X openly spoke about the importance of sacrifice and how someone must lose so that you can gain. The photographer claims the conversation was rooted in alchemy, which is an ancient form of witchcraft. X had become consumed with this idea of sacrifice, and he went through with it to have the world. Things get even stranger after this song, as not long after X would be arrested for his crimes he allegedly committed against his former girlfriend Geneva, and then after this he would become a massive superstar. Not long after this song was made, X would become the rap star he is remembered as today, and it's all because of something he did from jail. Back in October 2016, it wasn't looking good for X, who was locked up in jail for allegedly putting hands on his ex-girlfriend Geneva. What he allegedly did to Geneva at Bruno's house was so disturbing I can't even mention it in this video. Just look it up on Google and you'll see for yourself. But according to reports, Geneva was being kept at Bruno's house until she found a way to escape. X looked like he was gonna spend a long time behind bars, but he somehow completely changed his luck around, and by late March he was back outside. But things were now different, as his song Look At Me had completely blown up, making him an overnight star. After spending months in jail, he was now leaving jail a rap star. Ghazi from Empire Records would pick up X and would quickly sign him to Empire Distribution. You may be asking yourself, how did X manage to accomplish this? How did he go from possibly being put away for years to being free and now a rap superstar? Well, it all goes back to a phone call X made to her friend while he was in jail. Sometime while X was in jail for his crimes to Geneva, he made a very revealing call that was recorded to his friend. During the call, X can be heard getting instructions of a ritual he performed that changed the outcome of his entire life.
Alright, what is it? Say it to me.
Yo.
Say the first part.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Say it.
Summoning Hecate, goddess of crossroads, darkness, witchcraft, wisdom, and the moon. Please come to me, please.
Right, tell me how to spell the name. Summoning.
The H word?
Huh?
Hecate is the H word that I'm saying.
Wait, H-E?
Hecate.
H-E-C-A-T-E. H-E-C-A-T-E?
Yeah, goddesses of crossroads.
Or goddess?
Yeah, goddess of crossroads.
Goddess of crossroads.
Darkness, witchcraft, wisdom,
witchcraft,
and the moon.
Wait, hold on. Darkness, witchcraft, wisdom, and what?
And the moon.
And the moon.
Please come to me.
Huh?
Please come to me.
Please.
Please come to me. Please. Hecate.
Please come to me. Please, Hecate.
Yeah.
Please.
Protect me and bring me freedom.
Protect me and bring me freedom?
Through this sacrifice.
Bring me freedom through this sacrifice, okay.
Treat me as if one of your own.
Treat me as one of your own.
And give me all that is needed.
What are you saying?
O-F.
I-N.
I-N, okay.
E-X.
Yes.
M-T.
So, wait. So S-O-M-O-T B-E.
Ritual to the goddess Hecate, who is known as the goddess of the crossroads magic, witchcraft, and moon magic. During the phone call, we hear the person that X was talking about repeatedly tell X it was a sacrifice ritual. X was told to end the ritual by saying "So mote it be," which is a Masonic saying. X wrote all this down and performed this ritual, and not long after, he was a free man with an overnight fan base taking over the world. What makes this entire phone call so much more disturbing is X being told he needs to go perform a sacrifice. A sacrifice I believe he accomplished with Jocelyn Flores. See, X was released from
He
jail
thinks
March
Jocelyn Flores
2017,
has...
and in May 2017, a young woman named Jocelyn passed away within 24 hours of meeting up with X. It was reported that Jocelyn took herself out after an incident that took place with X and another girl. Jocelyn met X because she modeled for his merch brand, and it's believed she then started a relationship with X. X would eventually fly her out to be a part of a photo shoot and to spend some time with him, and less than 24 hours later, she was gone. X even dedicated 2 songs to her on his debut project, one of them being named after her. I don't think it's a coincidence that he was talking about sacrificing to Hecate, and then Jocelyn passes away within 24 hours of meeting him. What's really interesting is that around the same time this happened with Jocelyn, he uploaded a speech to his SoundCloud account back on May 26, 2017. In the speech, X shouts out a man called Teflon Don 187. In the end of the speech, he literally says, shout out to Teflon Sean. You need to make a SoundCloud, Teflon. But yeah, also study the golden beetle. With that being said, goodbye. The golden beetle or the golden scarab beetle is an ancient Egyptian deity connected to mystic initiation rituals. Teflon seems to have introduced this to X while hanging out with him at no other than Bruno's house. Looking into Teflon Sean, he is a straight up Satanist and an open Thelmite. On his Instagram page, he has paintings of Baphomet and coded messages that all points back to Thelma. But on his Twitter is where we find more interesting tweets that are truly revealing. In this tweet, Teflon Sean tweets,
I'm a little disappointed where I'm at right now because, you know, I just want to get more hits. Right now, if a song drop, if it's not a hit, I'm like, damn.
Our mission is still the same. Destroy Earth through control of the children's mind. Open as day, this guy revealed the very thing we're fighting against on this channel. Satan manipulating the minds of the youth. Teflon Sean also tweeted, this is just the beginning of the end. World domination 666. Teflon appears to be referring to the new Masonic World Order, as he also posted the Masonic square and compasses. This is interesting because X was told to end the ritual by saying, so mote it be, which is a Masonic saying. Teflon Sean also seems to have a video posted on his Instagram account where he's at an event that's located inside a Scottish Rite Lodge. He also posted photos of Crowley and other satanic imageries on his Instagram and Twitter. This is the man that X shouted out in his speech, a person who is a devoted follower of Aleister Crowley. All of this was happening as X was becoming bigger and bigger, but at the cost of his soul. Not long after X was a star, he would end up passing away when he was taken out at a motorcycle shop. Many people believe Drake has something to do with this, and I thought so too, but for a moment I was confused because back in 2015, in the song I Spoke to the Devil in Miami, X already admitted he had sacrificed himself to the devil. He ended the song by saying Baphomet has his soul, when he said Anima Versta. But X himself did say that if anything happened to him, it was Drake. Well, the thing is, I believe X was actually referring to Satan when he mentioned Drake. If you look up what Drake means in Old English, it means Satan or dragon. I believe X was using the name Drake referring to Satan because he had already admitted he sacrificed himself to Baphomet. I do think X tried saving himself though by trying to sacrifice his best friend Ski Mask to Slump God, but failed. Back in 2017, Ski Mask and X has started messing with each other. This is when X posted on his Instagram that if Ski Mask doesn't start talking to him again, he was gonna quit making music. This made several of X's fans harass Ski Mask in order to get him to talk to X. Ski Mask refused and would eventually post this on his Instagram story, telling people he stopped talking to X because he tried to sacrifice him. I believe X was trying to replace himself with Ski Mask last minute, but Ski Mask wasn't having it and kept his distance from him. X had to do exactly what he said, sacrifice himself to Baphomet. This is why we saw X start to change towards the end of his life, as he knew his ending was coming. X claiming that Drake would take him out was a reference to Satan coming to collect his soul. Now, I will say it is interesting that Drake is the biggest artist in hip-hop and calls himself the sixth god, while his name literally means Satan. This alone is revealing. Whether Drake is supposed to be Satan, that's something that I can't answer, but I know it's connected to what happened to X. This is why I believe X was foreshadowing his death.
Drake means Satan. Whoa. It does. Drake means Satan. What the hell? Whoa. Wait. Drake. So he's he's like an open like Satan worshiper. People were mad about his cover art. They paid Adonis a lot of money for that cover art. The Germanic word Draco. So Draco is even slang for the devil too.
Devils that I recognize most.
And they leave because of pride, but they come every time. The devils that recognize most of them pretty eyes in some plans.
Some of them got pretty eyes, titties, and some plans of just getting
Oh no, that's
by.
just
That's the way they live or die.
that's just people liking his lyrics.
We're not gonna talk about how Drake had a whole demon during his concert. Look at this video right here.
That he goes to bed, still a young teenager. The lights turn off and there's a spotlight. Jumping and flying and dancing around the spotlight is this shadow demon looking figure. All different spirits are spawned, creating a circle which eventually creates a portal.
What the hell?
Look, Drake, we all know you call yourselves the sixth god. Y'all see the pictures right here.
Yeah.
Right? You made a song called God's Plan. And God does have a plan for you. And that God his name is Jesus Christ.
Dang.
On the radar, 2023. 6GOD and my broski 2C.
I'm trying to find what's up? Hi, I'm Mari. The name Drake means Satan. I didn't even know. Dragon Male Duck. It's a Christian name? Dragons? Damn, that shit opened my eyes now.
In the video. In the video, we see the Drake he is referring to, the Reaper or Satan who came to collect his soul. The video shows X doing exactly what he said he would do, sacrificing himself, as he is seen in the video, fighting a version of him that's in a casket. By the end of the video, X is consumed by the light, a reference to Lucifer, the light bearer. X sacrificed himself to have the world. That's what he wanted the world to know. In one of his last live streams, he literally tells the world that if he passes away because of some sacrifice, he wants to be remembered as something positive for the world. X knew it was coming because he made the deal. Something I found truly strange was a tweet that Teflon Sean posted on Twitter where he sees to refer as Gekum as the literal Antichrist they have been waiting for. Teflon Sean tweeted, "There shall be one child born with true free will. This child will lead us through the next aeon. AXI." He then tweets, Gekum. This was indeed interesting, especially since
Gekum is
Cole
X's
speaks of the child God.
X fucking his son's gonna be a huge devil worshiper. That's just crazy. It's like if King Von kids want to be just like King Von, they're just gonna be fucking murderers. So if you just want to follow your dad, you're gonna be a devil worshiper too.
Horus, being in control of the new aeon or the age. Teflon Sean calls Gekum the child of true will, meaning he was conceived through a sex magic ritual. Gekum was born 3 days after X passed away, which strangely seems too familiar to the resurrection of Christ, who rose from the dead 3 days later. Gekum was born 3 days after his father was born, which is symbolic of Christ. I believe this ties back to the Antichrist statement Teflon Sean was stating, as occultists love using the three symbolism. All of this information presented in this video proves that X was an occultist who sold his soul to have the world. His soul was then collected, leaving behind his son. Before I end this video, I do want to bring up Adam 22's involvement in all of this. Adam actually took a photo with Triple X Tentacion at Bruno's house, and he also told 458 Keys that he knows all about Bruno's house. It's really interesting that Adam ended up making his own adult film series just like Bruno after they met. We know Adam is a Satanist, and he has the inverted cross on his face. Now, I believe he's just like the rest of these occultists, a member of Thelma. All of this connects to the truth, as it would always be revealed. Well,
The world is just like the world, bro. So if you're not participating, but not like if you're in the middle, you're bad as well. Like it's just we all gotta strive for better. Let me see. Clayster. Liam Payne, he was in a contract. Dark rituals and music videos. Oh yeah, they do be doing it in their music videos. Hmm.
World, the time has come to push the button. World.
D-Kane, also known as Josiah or Mr. Confuzzled, is a 21-year-old TikToker from Texas.
Oh my
and in
God.
the very short time
He got some
that
crazy
he's been making
tats.
content,
What the heck? He got a whole face. That's hard. That's hard.
TikToker from Texas. And in the very short time that he's been making content, D-Kane has gone from blowing up to being exposed for some of the worst things that a person can do. His is the story of a TikTok influencer on the rise.
Oh my God.
Only to ruin everything by way of his own sinister desires. This is the story of D-Kane. If I'm being honest, we don't know very much about D-Kane's early life. All we have to go off of is what D-Kane has claimed himself, which numerous sources
I don't know
have
this
stated
person.
is not the truth. D-Kane claims to have been born in El Salvador, which, as I just stated, is not true. His ex-girlfriend and grandparents claim that he is from Mexico. Either way, D-Kane spent the majority of his life in Texas, around the San Antonio area. Not a big deal, right? I mean, mistakes are made, maybe D-Kane was a little bit confuzzled, but when you look deeper into his persona, it actually makes sense why he would lie about this. You see, D-Kane has a 13 tatted on the center of his forehead. This is because D-Kane claims to be a member of Mara Salvatrucha, more commonly known as MS-13, an infamous gang that was founded in LA during the 80s, and after the end of the Salvadorian Civil War in 1992, upon being arrested, many members were deported to El Salvador, and ever since the gang has continued to propagate across North and South America. Sorry for the history lesson, I only think it is relevant because the gang has a very long and very bloody history. Though people would not know it in the beginning, D-Kane was in fact not born in El Salvador, and even more surprisingly, he is not a member of Mara Salvatrucha. It's all a part of this persona that D-Kane likes to put on. A tough guy who doesn't care what you say to him on TikTok Live because in the street, he could get you. The only part of this situation that didn't surprise me was that D-Kane became popular on social media because of this personality. It was only a matter of time before somebody saw this mess and decided to take.
That's why even though I got tattoos, I know the real, bro. I don't have to be in no gang. I'm already a black man. People already want to kill me. I don't even know who they are. You mean we already under attack? People do fake stuff like that to be somebody and be something that they never experienced. I had to pick and choose and not want to be in groups or follow people. You know, I got tattoos when I wanted to get tattoos. Like how I wanted to get tattoos, face tats and stuff. I wanted to do that when I wanted to do it. You mean?
Take advantage of it.
And low key, me getting it made me like I like the way I like myself more, to be honest.
And that person would be called Lalo Gone Breezy. Lalo is known for his TikTok roast live streams, streams, where he will have people on and constantly roast them for the live audience. And Lalo saw D-Kane as perfect for this content format. Previously, all D-Kane had been known for was his thirst trap TikToks and fake gangster live streams, but Lalo would be responsible for blowing D-Kane up to a much wider audience. And after seeing their first interaction together, I can't say I'm surprised.
Because those tattoos, I feel like it's just betraying the image that you're really
So
not.
if you saw me in real life, what would you do?
I'll probably laugh.
Exactly. You wouldn't touch me, brother.
I'll probably walk up to you trying to like pet you, you know, like, what's up, bro?
Hey, Mary, I followed you back. Appreciate that, Galaxy. You wouldn't even get close to me.
I'll probably literally pick him up like that, hold him, and make a little video with my kids.
You wouldn't even get close to me, bro.
I'll be like, you want to go to the shoe store?
Bro.
Nah, I'll probably buy you some shoes, you know, because you wear them size 15s.
You wouldn't even get close to me, bro.
You could, you are the comedy, but you can't do comedy. Like, you understand what that means?
Like, are you trying, like, what are you trying to do?
Bro, you guys ever went to the store there, like Party City, and they sell this little fake mustache, right, that you could cut in half? Why do his eyebrows remind me of that? It looks like he just cut those little mustaches and stuck them on.
The fact that you only have one tattoo and it's on your hand is crazy.
We're gonna pray for the eyebrows.
Did you feel cool when you got your hand tatted?
Excuse me. Bro, have you seen my back? I got all my back tatted, bro.
Let me see.
Man, ain't no way you want to see my back.
Just show the live.
I knew you was Diddy. Nah.
Show your peoples.
Damn, that cup is emptier than bro.
I would watch how you talk to me, bro.
Yeah, I'm finna do this to him all night. All night. I swear, I'm finna.
Say one thing about me having my security with me. Appreciate that, Galaxy. Say.
Hold on, let's go back and actually look at your security.
Natalie with a money gun. Hey, I followed you back for that money gun. That's not my.
Is that your bodyguard?
My security.
Is that your bodyguard you're talking about?
Are you gonna show the picture that you were showing
already? Look at bro's bodyguard.
I'm cheesed right now, bro. But okay.
Oh, you're a little confuzzled.
Stop trying to talk like me.
Hey, bro takes his bodyguard everywhere with him. Look, he looks on point. Hey, chat, do you guys want to see his bodyguard? He said he walks around with his bodyguard every day. He takes him everywhere to make sure he's safe. Are you good? Are you good, bro? Like, stop smacking your mouth, bro. We can hear you, bro. We can see you.
Dang, you go crazy. Yo thing go crazy.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Whoa! What? Bro, oh my gosh.
Bro, why are you gonna tell another man that your thing go crazy?
You just told another man you know what it is and then shaked it like.
Despite the constant roasting, D-Kane had grown on Lalo, and they would continue to produce content like this for the foreseeable future. Rhetoric like, "I'm feeling sparkly today," or the ownership of his pink phone, were the things that D-Kane became known for, gaining more and more traction as the days went forward. But all of this notoriety had its consequences, because shortly after blowing up on TikTok for his tough guy gangster persona, he would have his chain stolen at a mall. The whole thing was captured on video, with D-Kane not putting up any sort of a fight.
This man got a pistol on the back of his neck. You geeking, bro. I got an AK on my chest. This man got a pistol on the back of his neck, and don't be popping shit.
Any sort of a fight. Aside from that, there was another interesting aspect of the video, and that would be D-Kane's ankle monitor. Are you tired of frantically searching for legal representation? Well, then let me tell you about the sponsor of today's video, Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm, and contrary to what you might have been told, size does matter. So who better to represent you when there are possibly millions of dollars on the table?
This is really an ad?
Wouldn't go any further into exactly what he had done, and it wouldn't be very long until we found out why. Because very recently, D-Kane was exposed for some absolutely disgusting things. D-Kane's come up was quick, but the fall off was almost quicker.
See, people who come up so quick, bro, they be falling off because they don't have no basis. They don't have no basis of nothing. Like, I don't have no bases or nothing.
Extremely understandable after you watch the
That shit was
video
quick too, though.
You can literally watch the ads disappear in
But
real
I
time.
didn't fall
it's
off
incredibly satisfying. It's actually
from
really cool.
like my viewers hated me or anything. I fell off personally. I
A
fell off.
TikTok content creator by the name
Like
of
you could still
Pancha
be like the baby is literally actively trying and he's falling off. I stopped and I fell off.
would have an interview with one of
I
DK's
stopped showing
exes,
myself
an ex that he
and I
often
fell off. That's
refers to
different.
as
Now,
his
if I was
baby mama.
falling off while still trying, that's completely
And
different.
during this interview, his ex would thoroughly expose him for predatory behavior, violence, lies, the list goes on. This interview would be so damning for D. Kane that I would have to blur out his ex's image in this video because she would reveal that she was only 17.
Let me just do an introduction to you for everybody here that's kind of new. Everybody, this is D. Kane, Mr. Confuzzle's ex. How did you guys even meet? Let's start there before we start with the ugly stuff.
Oh, okay. We met on Instagram.
So
Let me get
start
it, trash.
D. Kane is how old by chance?
23.
Okay, Mr. Confuzzle, 23. And then by chance, how old are you looking at right now?
About to be 18. Okay.
Damn. Okay. So let me say this, because some girls sometimes like to lie. So was Mr. Confuzzle about your age?
No, that was never. People keep saying that. No, literally, I literally asked him how old he was, and he was like, "Go look at my famous birthday." So I did, and then it said 20. I was like, "You're 20." Oh, I was like, "Oh, I'm 16." He was like, "Okay, that doesn't matter. As long as we don't tell anybody, you're gonna be an adult anyway."
And if you don't mind me asking, let's.
He said, as long as you don't tell nobody, you're gonna be an adult anyways. That's crazy,
beats
bro.
Not only on females, he beats on his grandparents actually too. His grandma.
The abuelito.
Yeah, those charges.
He beats on his grandma.
2 of those charges are from his grandma and his grandpa for stabbing them.
Nigga,
Okay?
geeking.
All we know
Yeah,
is
fuck
that they
on,
were
bro.
drunk or something like that.
Fuck on,
So
bro.
it got to the point where we got in this one big argument, and he got mad. He actually broke my pink phone. The pink phone that his whole audio thingy, he broke that. 2, because he got caught cheating.
What was like the breaking point as to why you left DK?
Because he wanted to. This was my last argument with him. We had to argue every day. My last breaking point was I had to go downstairs after begging him to stop talking to girls. 2 little girls, younger than me.
Oh my god.
To stop texting them and asking them for feet pictures. No, I haven't got to that point yet. Hold on.
This guy.
Fellas, I woke up. Went
It's
downstairs,
GG's for
and
this
he's sleeping on the
dude.
couch, and there's a
GG's
on
for
the
you,
phone with a
TikTok
girl
guy.
asleep while I'm upstairs sleeping after an argument. There's actually screenshots that I have when I was with him. I was laying next to him, and girls were arguing with me, and a freshman girl, that's a freshman,
Yeah.
that literally just became a freshman, and his 23-year-old ass was asking a girl for feet pictures. Yeah. He was talking to my own sister, falling asleep on the phone with my own sister, my stepsister. That's 15. Just turned 15, y'all. Okay.
Not only did she reveal that D. Kane knew she was 16 years old.
Why even
when
get
he
all
met
these
her,
tattoos if you're not even
she
trying to
also
get older
revealed
women?
that he was talking to other kids, her
You're trying to get
stepsister
kids,
included.
bro?
And all of this
Your
gets
ass is
even
geeking.
worse when I show you the clips I'm about to. Because I found an interview with D. Kane by a YouTuber called Junior Stuber, and this interview would reveal just how obsessed D. Kane was with his ex. D. Kane would discuss how they attempted to get pregnant, how she had just left him and he missed her. Keep in mind, all of this was recorded and posted before the Pancho interview.
Look how dedicated this man is, bro. They were trying hard to get pregnant. Those are all like the used ones that failed. They kept going until they got lucky. You feel me? Like show me.
These are that's 2 right there, and then 3 right here.
I'm sorry to interrupt, and even more sorry because I usually like to keep my opinions out of this, but that's just gross, man. You're just keeping a bunch of pee sticks laying around. Not only that, but packing them around with you to interviews. What's even worse is that this is the least of D-Kane's offenses.
Happening between you and your baby mama right now, like what's that situation looking like?
Oh, my baby mama?
Yeah, like I know like you've been hurt online about your baby mama, so like what's going on with that?
Oh hell no!
Yeah,
This
like I know like you've been hurt
bro. Is that a fake picture of Jesus?
online
Oh
about your
nah.
baby mama, so like
This man got a fake picture of Jesus, man. You gonna get the
what's going on with that?
You got a picture
we
of
had just got into a little
fucking
argument. She left, decided to leave, but
something
after she left, like probably
on
less
your
than
body,
30
bruh.
minutes, she called me and she was crying, saying like, I'm gonna come back later today. If I don't go back later today, I'm gonna come back tomorrow. She was like, maybe we just needed this little, like, these few little hours apart from each other. And I was like, no, you right, because me being away from you, like, for a few hours just made me realize that.
So you seen her recently?
Nah, I haven't, ever since she left. She left like 4 days ago.
Have you talked to her?
I'm still texting her though, calling her, texting her.
She answering?
Nah, she hasn't even like it's just on delivered. It hasn't even it hasn't shown that she read it. But I'ma still keep texting her and calling her.
It's a 17-year-old that he's talking about this whole time, that he met when she was 16. D-Kane was doing this stuff without a care in the world, all while he blew up on TikTok. But thankfully, people like Pancho caught him. After the interview with D-Kane's ex, his TikTok career would never be the same. People now knew that D-Kane hid something extremely dark behind the face tattoos and Edgar cut, and they would rightly so let him know just what they thought of him and what he had done. All of this would put enough pressure on D-Kane to be willing to accept an interview with Pancho. Pancho had been taking notes during the interview with his quote-unquote baby mama, and came ready with even more receipts, met by a confrontational D-Kane and an even more confrontational new girlfriend of his. If the first interview with his baby mama wasn't damning enough, then this second interview with D-Kane would be the final nail in the coffin.
What's down, bro?
I'm your big bruh. Let's just get that straight.
What did you say?
I'm your big brother. Let's get that straight.
You're definitely not. Take off your hat. Let me see if you big, bro.
Come on now.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
Hey, let me see your forehead. I know you ain't. Let me see your forehead.
My forehead's right here.
How long did you date your ex by chance?
Yeah, so it was like a few weeks. I stopped going live because she ended up telling me, you know what I'm saying? Basically, she lied about what her real, you know, was.
Her age.
Some good news ended up happening. If y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. I got some good news. So then I was just been outside.
The whole pregnancy then. Y'all didn't talk that long, but she was...
You didn't let me finish.
Okay, sorry about that. Continue. Sorry about that. No, let's clear that up. You asked the girl for some pata pics, and she was 61 backwards. She sent me the video where she clicked on your Instagram and matched up to you, Labra. So that's one girl. Aside from that, another girl sent me a message that you guys had text messaging, right? And you told her you were 71 backwards. She clicked on your number. I do have your number, let's not say. And it matches to your number. So that's another girl. There's a third girl. That was about a year ago. So even if they were 51 backwards, in 1 year, they don't turn 18, right? So that's some situations I do have on my page if you guys want to check that out. But aside from that, if you want to deny that, that's fine. What's the whole situation with your grandparents? Let me tell you this, right? Because I've been doing treatment for a minute now. You and your girlfriend over there, smiley, yada yada yada. I'm gonna just end it. I'm gonna keep it cute and simple, right? Because based off your answers, right? I have a few screenshots. I was just kind of waiting to see what you wanted to say, right? But I kind of know the gist of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't get 5 different girls clicking on your profile, your Instagram profile, where you DM them and they're under the age, right? You calling?
Damn, this guy's GG's for that guy. People like lying to shoot sound dead. can just blow this shit. Crazy work, chat. So come on, man. That was like my opinion on something. If it hurt you that much, just block me or unsubscribe. So I'm still out in the yard. I got a rake. I'm gonna attach this to myself. You know this? Alright. Men usually don't do. Content. Let's get some content while I'm doing this. Even though I'm not doing a lot. It's like a little task. But gardening, guys. Alright. That's something that men usually don't do. And my mom.
To you for Brick Baby's remarks.
How do you feel about Gucci Mane dropping all those artists?
Gucci Mane got some good pussy.
Huh?
The bussy thing and whatnot. I feel like this is partially my fault because by bringing him onto the podcast, I feel like I kind of opened the door for this sort of white boy humor to be leaving his mouth. And I just don't want to be part of the problem. So as a result, I will be forcing Brick Baby to take a leave of absence.
Now, all right, YouTube family, I've been MIA for a couple days because your boy needed a break. You smell me? Your boy needed a break. But anyways, I'm back, man. And since I've been gone, folks been in the comment section the past couple days saying, Cliff, bro, you have to speak on the event of Adam 22 firing Brick Baby, dog. What's wrong with you? Hey, smoke and mirrors, my boy. The scenes and the things, my boy. Like Pee Wee Long way of saying. Now, to give a response to the question as to why I didn't put it out immediately, man, y'all know they always trying to run a play up there at No Jumper, dog. No. I seriously feel like they got some type of inside joke going on that's trying to confuse all the content creators out there in order to bring motion back to their channel. I truly do not think that Adam 22 fired Brick Baby. Now, last week, a video would come out of Brick Baby at the Cam Capone podcast. Shout out to that boy Cam Capone. And Cam Capone, of course, would ask Brick Baby a Gucci Mane related question, being that Brick Baby was, I don't know, semi-close to Gucci Mane in the early 2000s. Now, Cam Capone would go to ask Brick Baby, hey man, how do you feel about Gucci Mane dropping all of those artists? And this was Brick Baby's response. This was the response, y'all.
How do you feel about Gucci Mane dropping all those artists?
Gucci Mane got some good pussy.
Huh?
Yeah, Gucci Mane got some good pussy.
Okay.
Now, before we jump into some more of Brick Baby's rhetoric that he went off on his Cam Capone interview, let's go ahead and jump off into what everybody's talking about, which would be Adam 22 seemingly firing Brick Baby from the No Jumper platform. But it seems as though he has a lot of sarcasm in his voice, so this is playing, man.
This message is for Gucci Mane, one of my all-time favorite rappers. I just wanted to sincerely apologize to you for Brick Baby's remarks, the bussy thing and whatnot. I feel like this is partially my fault because by bringing him onto the podcast, I feel like I kind of opened the door for this sort of white boy humor to be leaving his mouth. And I just don't want to be part of the problem. So as a result, I will be forcing Brick Baby to take a leave of absence. I'm going to be sending him to a rehab facility in which they'll be doing some sort of electroshock, anti-gay therapy on him. I just don't want to risk another episode that offends Big Goo-Wop. So yeah, that's going to be happening. You probably won't see Brick Baby on the channel for a while, but from Two-Wop to Goo-Wop, just know I'm on it. I got this handled. 1017 forever.
Now, let's get off into some more of what Brick Baby was saying in this Cam Capone interview because, as y'all already know, Brick Baby did a tweet a bit of talking, man. So let's jump off into that too.
What happened? There's some Diddy shit going on.
I thought I was interviewing Orlando, bro.
I hit you with the Usher was a gusher. He like, hold on, what the Nah, you said Gucci going through one of them 150 joints. That is bipolar. Did you see me just talking about him the other day on the show?
I did it.
Yeah, man. That's one I wish I never met in my life.
Now, it do seems as though the walrus mouth Brick Baby has been mentioning Gucci Mane a whole lot lately. In fact, on one of these Vlad TV interviews, he actually said Gucci Mane tried to stop him from shooting somebody from QC that he robbed. If y'all remember, I did a video about that, but I'm going to throw a little clip up here real quick.
Well, you talked about how Gucci Mane stopped you from shooting someone that he robbed?
I be talking too much. That's crazy. What? I'm not gonna shout out. I don't care what interview. That's crazy. You came across that. I told that story before.
Yeah. This was someone Gucci robbed?
No, that's somebody I robbed. That was Gucci's best friend.
Oh, that's someone you robbed?
Yeah. And no, not because he ain't no good person. I love Cuz to death. Like still
to death, Cuz on the dead homies. How can I not love Cuz? Cuz got some good gushy bussy. Like, what is you saying, bro? 1 minute you saying he got some good bussy, you robbed his homie, you don't ever want to see him again. Like, bro, did he hit you from the back, fam? Like, did he hit you from the back, fam? What is it? Why you so emotionally attached, man? But come on.
Like, but as a person, like, you weird as you like weird to the mother, Cuz like on 6 like Cuz got a problem with loyalty too though. And he be loyal to who he loyal to, but it's just like you had the whole A in your palms, bro. All them artists left Gucci Mane for a reason. He had everybody, but he's so not an introvert. He's so narcissistic and introvert, and an introvert to the point to where everything's about him and how he's feeling and like he used to kick his artists out the studio for no reason. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, just do weird shit, like, cause he going through like mood swings. I didn't know he was financially going. I did, but I didn't.
Like on 6, so I didn't know Cuz had good pussy. I mean, I did, but I didn't. But on the dead homies, Cuz got some good. But I didn't know though, Cam. I didn't know, Cuz. Like, shut up, bro.
Cause you know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna ask you what's going on. You still gonna order 1,000 wings every Monday while we watch Love and Hip Hop. You still gonna buy all the lean from a nigga, you and Dolph. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this, before Gucci left, I feel like Dolph helped him out. I feel like Dolph gave that couple 100,000. You get what I'm saying? Like, cause I used to be there every day, and I remember when Gucci was kind of falling off, and Dolph, I ain't never seen Dolph hurting. Like, Dolph used to pull up with duffel bags full of money. First time I met Dolph, like, what's the statute of limitations? Fuck that, man. I'm talking, it's my boy Dolph.
Notice that Brick Baby was finna ask what the statute of limitations was before he went off into intimate details about young Dolph. Hey, Cuz, what's the statute of limitations? Cuz, fuck that, Cuz. I'm gonna say it anyway, Cuz. Come on.
I never expressed my love for Dolph like that, but the first time I met Dolph bought 50 pints from an activist, and it was to drink. This is before he had a deal. He probably had 17,000 followers on IG, and I remember I wanted 20,000 followers just like young Dolph. Like I want to be like Dolph, cause that's when we did that song. Me, Long Way, and Dolph got a song called Trenches from the Hood Rich Volume 2 album we had put out. I mean, they had put out back in like 2013 to 14, but it's called Trenches though. But we were real close, but Gucci was going through some shit. That's typical Gucci for him though. I feel like Dolph had gave...
This is the exact result. This is the extent of what happened when you go on No Jumper and allow those sexual jokes to be told all the time, especially when it involves another man. Now, Brick Baby done got too comfortable doing this around Adam 22. See what I'm saying? Now, honestly, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, I think Brick Baby is truly trolling the internet right now. I don't know why. Again, one of my theories is that he's trying to get people thrown off that he's co-conspirator number 4. Or, I don't know, he might just be seeing an increase in income on his monthly revenue. But I truly believe that he's trolling the internet. Now, the other day I put up a video of Adam 22. As soon as the video came on, he went going crazy on Lush. He told Lush, like, look, check it out, Lush. If you're not on time, you and Brick Baby are going to get fired. And not even 72 hours after this viral clip of Brick Baby on Cam Capone would actually get posted. Now, Adam 22 would take to his personal Instagram page and he would seemingly fire Brick Baby. It seems like he was letting Brick Baby go, but it was a whole lot of sarcasm at the end of what Adam 22 was saying, so who knows, bro? Now, again, a lot of people jumped in the comment section like, Cliff, bro, you must talk about Brick Baby getting fired from No Jumper because you predicted this, Cliff. You remember a couple weeks ago, you was like, bro, Brick Baby finna get fired. Indeed, I do remember, but I do feel like they are trolling right now. Now, something strange is going on up there at No Jumper. Adam 22 been looking, I don't know, he been looking kind of sickly. And if y'all don't know, my boy Flacco done upped and moved to Texas, man. He no longer lives in Los Angeles, California. Now, I don't know if that means Flacco is still gonna be on the platform or not, but I do remember telling y'all, man, Flacco about to leave No Jumper and go join that boy DJ Academics at the Academy, in which case I feel like it's a better fit for my boy Flacco, man. It'd be too much soap opera drama, Jerry Springer, Maury show type shit going on at No Jumper, bro. Like, you never know what's finna actually go down. Now, do I think Adam 22 let Brick Baby go? Do I think he put him on a leave? I truly don't, bro. This is trolling at its finest. If y'all heard the end of the video, y'all would literally hear the sarcasm in Adam's voice. Now, why did Brick Baby go on Cam Capone and say that about Gucci Mane? I have no clue. Like, things are getting real weird on the internet, dog. On 6 on Gucci Mane got some good pussy, cuz. On West Side rolling our finger pop, cuz. On the dead homies, Gucci Mane. Hey, cuz don't Gucci Mane got some good finger pussy? Like, come on, fam. Like, what's going on, fam? Brick Baby, bro, do you not understand, like, how you starting to look to the internet, bro? It's not looking good. And I just seen that boy Spliffy Luciano go on back on Fig, and he said, you not even from 60s out there. That nigga said, you not even from 60s out there. He said, he be with your homies, and your homies say, you not from around here, bro. They say you from 60s in Atlanta. But I will say this. I think Brick Baby is starting to realize that in this space, in this particular space, he got one of those hot names that people just like to make fun of. And I think he just, I don't know, buying into it. I guess. I ain't making excuses for you, bro. You're weird as hell, man. You got some big ass teeth in your mouth. So I'm saying, you look like you always nodding off Suboxone. Like, you need to cut it out, fam, man. But yeah, y'all wanted me to do this video about Adam 22 firing Brick Baby. Listen, I don't think Adam 22 fired Brick Baby. Do I think Adam 22 wants to fire Brick Baby? Absolutely. And Adam 22 would have fired Brick Baby if 4 Extras didn't go back to jail. Y'all do know that 4 Extras
to you for Brick Baby.
Y'all want to know if Brick Baby got fired? I highly doubt it. I truly the back on Vernon. Man, that's real up for off the back, he back in jail, man. You see what I'm saying? So I doubt that Adam 22 fires Brick Baby, especially if the man can't find a replacement that can't stay out of jail. Off the back on Vernon. Man, that's real unfortunate because I like 4 Extras, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, man, that's all I got for y'all right now. Y'all want to know if Brick Baby got fired? I highly doubt it. I truly highly doubt it. But as the week progresses, we will find out. Now, y'all keep y'all eyes and ears posted, man. I'm going to go ahead and drop a few videos today, man. But, yeah, hey, man, disregard. Don't let them pull the sheepskin over your face, man. I truly believe that this is one of those plays, bro. So, yeah, don't buy too much into it. But anyway, YouTube family, yeah, that's all I got for y'all right now. The internet thanks to Adam 22 fired Brick Baby. Cliffy Cliff thinks different. I'm not falling for that buffoonery, bro. Now, does Adam 22 really want to fire Brick Baby? I don't know, man. Is it pig, pussy, still pork? You tell me. But anyway, YouTube family, as always, we're going to sit up there and stay there. We're going to together, man, and just allow it at this point, man.
What's up with it, y'all? We right back up in here. I'm gonna give y'all some rundown on the type of people, the type of inmates you'll typically run across in prison. I'm gonna try to break them down in categories. That way you know the difference. And I'm pretty sure I ain't gonna cover everything. And a lot of these people might fall into 2 or 3 or 4 or more categories. You got the special rare person falling in all categories. But listen to me, check this out. Because most people gonna have more than one. But you're gonna be able to recognize these type of people. We're gonna start out with the booty dogs, the booty bandits, or the people who like to victimize people. You know what I'm saying? So these people are built and made, you know what I'm saying, like a factory. And what I mean by that is the circumstances and the situations turn these people into who they are. It might be a situation where this person was like that on the street, known or unknown. It might have been a situation where that person was curious, or a lot of times, and you got to realize, a lot of times, sometimes this dude that's running around here taking stuff from people, then got his took way back in the day, and y'all don't even know it. And the way he keep people off of him is staying on top of other people. Because if you think that, then you won't never get it in your head, man, I'm gonna go over here and do him like that. You see what I'm saying? Because them ain't the type of people that they go after. They go after the weaklings. So a lot of these times you got to realize 20 years ago, dude was 120 pounds. They were tossing around like a rag doll. He came down when he was 15 years old, and he had some issues. But now he's 55. You see what I'm saying? Now he's 55. It's 40 years later. The people who did that to dude is gone home or gone in the graveyard. But he's still here. He ain't got some weight on himself. He done been through so many ups and downs, you never know. But what I'm saying is, he living that lifestyle. It's the reason why. Don't nobody, listen to me, listen to what I'm saying. Don't nobody get arrested, get locked up, walk through the prison, look around and say, you know what? I'm going to change everything about my life and start living like this. Nope. There's something going to happen. There's something happen. Now, thing about these dudes is, and a lot of people not going to tell y'all this. I'm going to tell you the truth. Man, a lot of dudes be scared of these dudes. Just, I don't know. And I'm like, in prison, people look at a person who has sex with men, or should I say has sex with boys, like they looking at a person who will walk through the room and take everybody's life in the room. And I'm like, dude, come on now. You have people be, man, ain't nobody gonna try me. Say, bro, come on now. Be for real. Them dudes be scared of them dudes. That's why I was talking to somebody, man. I was talking to KD, and I was helping. I was like, look, I don't understand how a lot of these prisons, I mean, I know what go on. I ain't saying it don't go on, because I know it do go on in some of these other states. But what I'm saying is, in them other states, you will have a dude or a barracks full of people or a whole prison full of people who will look at a dude with a rape charge or a child molestation charge and a child endangerment type charge, and they will be like, oh, well, we gonna get dude, we gonna attack dude, we gonna roll dude up out of here, dude gotta go, he gotta catch the dope, put him on the door, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But then you'll watch a dude, right, you know what I'm saying, do that to somebody right in the barracks, and sit back and be like, man, can't do nothing about that, can't say nothing about it. Man, pick your balls up, bro. Where your manhood at? Especially when you sitting here like, it could be us next, or it could be me next. Everybody whispering like, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? Man, we finna slide over. Hey, bro, say homeboy, come here. That's how you do that. You put your bass in your voice. You walk over there and tell him what it is. And if it ain't what it is, then you make it what it is. No, you don't get to ride like, bro, I don't know what you got going. Man, you finna get done the same way you would have got done if you would have did that to my sister out here on the street and came to prison. You not finna do that to my little homeboy over there just like you not finna do that to my little sister. And you not gonna tell me no type of politics. Say let that slide. You gotta let that happen. You gotta let that go. No, sir. No, sir. Come on, bro. We mean. We not savages like that. I don't care how many cages they put us in. You're not gonna turn me into no monkey, to no animal. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I done been through that before.
be
When
for
you stop
sure.
using your mind in prison, you will become a beast, an animal, a gorilla, a bearilla, all that type of stuff that they be trying to turn you into. But this is the thing about it. You hollering you got to do that to survive. That's because there's not enough people using their mind. When you get enough people in charge that's using their mind, everybody else going to settle down. I'm trying to tell you. It's being real. You learn that type of stuff when you go from that level of being that dummy, that crash dummy that's ready to crash out because you can't think of no better way to act and get what you need. But you got to realize there's always somebody on a different level than you. Where you over here busting your hands up against this wall trying to get what you want, you got somebody else that can slide right over there and use their mouthpiece and walk out the situation, and then it came out positive. Now, peer pressure also a big part of that because, like I told y'all, when I got into that situation where I came at boss with the lock in the sock, you know what I'm saying? Somebody sent me to the bathroom to go holler at the general, where the general put it in my head, hey, bro, this is what the homies say. This is what you need to do. Think about it is, the homie saying what I need to do about some gang shit is the same shit that got me in prison. Now, me being OG now, I can sit back and can't nobody tell me, say, bro, you need to go do this, or you need to get a gun and go do this, or you need to put your life on the line while doing this, or you need to do this for the hood, or do this for the city. Say, bro, because guess what? Be real. What has the hood did for me? What has the set did for me? What was the homies when I was going through what I was going through?
Yeah.
They wasn't on my visitation.
Nope.
They wasn't even visiting my mama.
Nope.
They didn't bring my mama no money, help with no bills. They weren't looking out for the fam. They wasn't doing none of that, bro. They wasn't looking out for me. You know what they were telling me? The same thing any man would tell me. Say, bro, I got my own problems. Say, bro, I got to handle my own business. And then you get to looking around, you like, damn. Now, I feel like the dummy because I'm the dummy that was really believing that you supposed to do this for the hood. You supposed to do this for the set. You supposed to make these sacrifices. But then when it come down to it, you realize, say, bro, these fools then grew up and became men. The smart ones. And now they gonna tell me some real shit. Say, bro, I'm not fit to send you no money to the prison. I got kids out here. Bro, I need my light bill paid, my water bill, car insurance, life insurance, gas in the car, my kids, my wife. Come on, bro.
Yeah, they gonna hit you.
You in prison, not me.
They're gonna hit you with some real stuff now.
And you see what I'm saying? You get to a point where you get to real. Y'all, she in the video now, fuck it. Anyway, so. They're gonna take over. You hear that tear hitting. She got me, I don't even remember where I was when they are. Now, a lot of this.
No, he left his dog.
That BS I was just telling you about, you know what I'm saying? Trying to put their suit on, their protective armor. I'm gonna whoop on everybody and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Man, come on now. But I'm gonna say a lot of, but you got some people that's really like that. You know what I'm saying? So don't be no fool. You got some people that's really like that. They wake up in the morning and they want to fight. They want to prove they want to prove themselves all the time. They want you to know. They want the next dude to know. They want somebody else to know. And they're not always gonna pick on the easy target. Sometimes they want to fight somebody bigger than them. But sometimes they gonna want to fight you. Thing is, and it's just being real. I don't care how big or how small a person is. I don't care how black or how white or how Mexican a person is, bro. If somebody call you out, bro, man up and go and fight. Man up and, hey, look, I'm gonna tell you like this. Have you ever seen a person ball up in the middle of a fight and they getting hit all in the head and the back of the head and they just, and I'm like, bro, you realize you getting hit regardless, right? Like, even if you was doing this, bro, a dude would be able to say you were doing the windmill, but he wouldn't be able to say you was a bitch and you wasn't fighting back. And see, I'm gonna give you some heads up. They're not fighting back in prison shit gonna get you in trouble. It's gonna get you in trouble. Because I'm gonna tell you, you got some dudes as weak as well water. Just looking for a dude like you that ain't gonna fight back so they can go get some cool points. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, they scared, but they smart enough to know, man, I got to put a demo down on somebody. And dude weaker than me, so I'm gonna get him. You might not be weaker than dude, but you're scared to fight back. What you scared for? Hey, bro, you might be able to whoop me, but you got to prove. Let me get y'all close up real quick. Move your head. Man, I done been hit all in these ass. I done use these knuckles too, though. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't scared to get hit. I'm gonna hit back. I'm gonna hit back. And I can fight a little bit. Got a little wind in me. I done quit smoking cigarettes. Anyway, so, yeah, man, you got to watch out for the super thugs. You got regular thugs, but you got the super thugs, you can't miss them. You can't miss them. You know what I'm saying? You can't miss them. But, like I said, you got to evaluate everybody you run into. You can't just put nobody in a box. You can't put nobody in a box. Because you might have a dude, like I say, you got some dudes around here that's homosexuals because they choose to be. And they will still put them hands on you, put their blade on you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But let me pause this, man, and take her to the bathroom. I think that's what she want. I'll be right back. All right, now some of the reasons that a person gonna be a super thug is because of money. First of all, money. When you hustling and you accumulating money, the wolves come. So, in order to keep the wolves at bay, or to deal with the wolves who ain't staying at bay, you're gonna need to be able to put that gorilla suit on sometime. You know what I'm saying? So, that's the reason. Back it up to the booty dogs. A lot of them turning into super thugs because of that addiction to that thing. Some of them dudes will X you out the game over that. Like, they is serious about it. They get madder over the boy than they will over their wife. I don't get it, but it ain't for me to understand. Everything ain't for everybody. Now, let's move on to the next group. All right, in this group, you got your players and your major players. Your players is the type of people you see always in the female face, female guard, nurse. Any female you see, they trying to holler, they trying to get some motion going. But the thing is, they don't realize less is more. So what I mean by that is, you can be as player as you want to be. You can have a player look, clothes clean, fresh, everything. But if every female see you in every female face, don't no female want to hear what you got to say. Don't no female want to hear the same she feel like you just said to the last one, and the last one, and the next one, and the one that's gonna be here after her next week. You see what I'm saying? So it's only so far you can go in this prison. If you stay in one female face all day, you're gonna put on blast. If you stay in every female face, you putting yourself on blast. Less is more. So let's move on to your major players. Your major players is the ones who know less is more, but they also know how to pop that P and get that pay. You see what I'm saying? So your major players is the ones who got mules, they running businesses, they running stores, they running the gambling, they running something. They got something going. Something that everybody around here know that I need to get some money and bring it to this dude because he's over this and he's doing this. And if I need this, I need to holler at him. Them gonna be your major players. So the next group of people we got coming up is gonna be the mad jackers and just the damn fools. The mad jackers is the people I was telling you who like to play pocket pool and touch on themselves watching the guards or the nurses or whatever. Sometimes they watching boys. But the thing is,
That's crazy.
If you ain't never been to prison, you're not gonna understand this is real. When I tell you it is real, it is real. Is boy, it's real as it's ink in my skin. I'm trying to tell you, it's not an illusion. I'm not making this up, dude. In prison, it's scary. And I ain't saying like scary like you afraid, but I'm saying it's scary because I used to sit in prison and look at these dudes like, bro, what you gonna do when you get out, bro? Do you not realize you gonna be in the grocery stores, peeping around the aisle, playing with yourself, looking at women with all their clothes on in public? Like, bro, that's what you doing. Oh, man, ain't nobody pissed about that, man. I'm getting a dime. That's what they call it, the dime, because the charge is a 10-3 on the disciplinary report. It's a 10-3. So, and when I say you got so many dudes involved in this, now, a lot of times, it's like a gateway drug because dudes will go from the mad jacking to messing with boys. And it's all because you done got to a point where you can't control your sexual desires in prison. You need it. And I'm like, bro, calm yourself down. Since you was a kid, there's always been a way to handle it by yourself. You don't need no man to handle that. Dude, come on.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bro, they got lotion. Good lotion, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, geeking.
No friction, good sliding glide.
Oh,
man,
God.
keep your hands off them boys, man. Anyway, so you got the mad jackers and them type of dudes. When I say the damn fools, you got some people who just always gonna be in something. They always gonna be in something. It's like a magnet, bro. You put your brand new Air Forces on, you step outside, bro. If you walk 20 feet without looking down, you're gonna be stepped in some gum, some something with them white Air Forces on. If they was black, you be done missed every mud puddle in the city. But you gonna step in something. And that's how these dudes is. They like a brand new pair of white shoes. They finna get in something. You feel me? Y'all know what I'm talking about when you put your brand new white fit on and you ain't even made it to the park yet. You just got in the car. Blunt ashes on your pants. Somebody bumped you, now you drink on your shirt. Like, man, nigga, I had on all black or blue or something, man, I'd be the cleanest dude around. But as soon as you put that white on, somebody want to come give you a hug with all the makeup on, man. What's about me? But that's how this stuff go, man. You got dudes that's going to stay in something. Some come up stolen, some of them come up missing. Somebody might jump up and address the whole barracks. But if he been around long enough, he got probably about 3 or 4 people in mind. You know who the thieves is. You know what I'm saying? You know who the people who cheat is.
Wait, there's a video.
People who are always into something. People who will tell something. Man, so come on. And then with that being said, let's move on to the next people. You got your snitches and your junior deputies. And before I even get into it, let me tell y'all like this, man. This snitching rule, stop snitching, don't snitch. Man, get out of here with that. I'm going to tell you what they not going to tell you in the rap music, in the movies, in the video. I'm going to tell you some real shit. Listen. I know dudes that done kept it real and didn't snitch. Didn't run their mouth, ain't put nobody in the business, ain't told the police nothing. Is on the streets right now. Harold is a real nigga. Oh, he real. Oh, he this, he that. Guess what? Your boy's in prison snitching on about a pack of noodles right now. He kept it real on that murder charge, but he's snitching on about a pack of noodles right now. You know what I'm saying? You can get dude a couple burritos on the spread this Friday, and he gonna tell something. It's prison. Come on now, it ain't what you think it is. These dudes, man, look at her. If they're a tail on the street, they're a tail in the prison. And don't tell me if they were real on the street, they're gonna be real in the prison. Because if that's the case, why are so many dudes around here messing with boys? They were messing with your sister on the street. Mm-hmm. The girl next door on the street. Old girl, she was trying to hide in the club. She talking about my man locked up. He was messing with her on the street. He messing with her little cousin in prison. You see what I'm saying? Man, get it, man. Be for real, man. Be for real. And I'm not saying everybody like that because everybody not like that. Majority of dudes ain't like this. But every prison you go to, you're going to have some characters. You know what I'm saying? It's like a movie for real. You're going to have real life movie characters. And some of these dudes is just going to be extras. And I'm just being for real. When you come in, when you first get to prison, man, you need to be trying your best to be an extra. You don't want to catch attention when you first come to prison. You don't want to be the star of the show. Because you don't know the lines yet. You don't know the role yet. So don't put yourself in that position. That's like the best way I can explain it to you. If you watching a prison movie, bro, you want to be one of the dudes that moving around in the back. He ain't got no big role. You just got here. Don't think you fit to come out the next day. That's how I got jumped in at Newport. Why them dudes couldn't stand to see me up here with the money, with the pack, with the balling, with the, you know what I'm saying, with the weed, with the everything. They couldn't stand it because they've been doing this too long and they ain't had nothing. Dudes like, man, I've been locked up 6, 7, 8, 9 years, bro, and dude come here just shining. Like I say, some dudes is on the super tough. I had to get to a place where not only was I ready to defend mine, I was going to defend it before somebody decided they was going to take it. Till we got to the point where you already know, say, bro, if you try to feel, you got something coming, bro. Don't even try it. Don't even do it, bro. One of them dudes, and when you get to prison, you going to hear about me. Hey, yeah, that's Pierre, bro. That's the president, dude. If you need this, woo bang, get to that. Woo, he can get to this side of the prison, he can get to that side. Everybody can't. Everybody can't do that. I'm just being real. You got ride gates. You get stuck over there in the count time come, bro, you going straight to the hole. I get stuck over in the count time come, I'm walking right back through here, tell the officer, hey, pop that gate. Bang. Get to the next one, hey, pop that gate. Bang. Get to the next, hey, pop that gate. Bang. They know my face, they know my name. When I'm coming in the hallway, they already know who I am. The average Joe come down in the hallway to my pop that door, who is you? Let me see your ID. What's your ADC number? And then they gonna look at him like, boy, it's a new number. I remember when I had a new number, I was mad as hell because of this. Bubba, my fall partner, got an 11 number. I come in right behind him, get a damn 12 number. So the whole time I'm in prison with a 12 number, they looking at me like, oh yeah, you just got here. This dude got 11. I'm like, bro, you just got here like 2 months before me. He like, yeah, but boy, I got here and got 11 number. So now that they got the 12 numbers jumping, they know you brand new. Soon as when I say 11, they hear 11. They hear 12, they like, they just started on 12 numbers. And I'm gonna tell you, like, on some real stuff. I was in prison probably about 5 years when the 13 number started popping up. I was so damn happy. I don't know what numbers they on right now. But I know if I went to prison right now and I walked through the door and they'd be like, damn, this nigga got a 12 number. Man, they probably on like 17, 18, 19 number right now. I don't know. I really don't want to know. I kind of do want to know. But anyway, let's move on. Now, we ain't moving on. We still on the snitches and the deputies.
Oh,
I just had to give y'all that. Don't be thinking that, hey, some of these dudes that they kept it so real on the streets is in here telling for a little bit of nothing, man. I'm talking about whole program flipped around on you. So let's move on now. Now, we ain't moving on. We finna get you the snitches in the junior deputies.
Pause real quick.
Now, when I say snitches, man, you got...
Wait, 1 second. I'm gonna play something else real quick.
18, 19 number right now. I don't know.
All right, wait. BRB chat.
These mushrooms make you feel better.
Yeah, he's bathroom.
It was this guy. Don't you throw your hands up? You are a threat to me. I did the 52 pickup on that boy. When I finished with him, he didn't know what happened.
Oh man, I am so excited to share this episode with you. Leroy Ebron, a former Rikers Island correctional officer, is here to share the insanity that was his career over the course of working in the maximum security segregation unit for 22 years in one of this country's most notorious prisons, Rikers Island. Let's not waste any time and jump right into this exciting episode. So sit back, relax, and get ready to lock in with Leroy Ebron. Leroy, welcome, man, to Locked In. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here today. Very grateful we connected. Your friend who's watching us right now, who's going to be coming on the show.
Yes, Duran.
Yeah, Duran. He connected us. He's like, hey, I got a friend of mine that was a Rikers Island correctional officer for 22 years.
Yes.
But that's not just the half of it. You worked in the SHU, right? The solitary?
Oh, yes, the solitary. I did my whole time in the solitary, which is called the Bing.
The Bing, they called it?
They call it the Bing. That's the worst area in the jail where nobody want to go.
What years were you active there?
From 1986 to 2006.
1986. How old were you in 1986?
I went in around 18, 19.
18, 19 years old.
Yeah. I was in between there, and I went in there, and I was young when I went in there. You know what I'm saying?
What made you decide to become a CEO at that age?
To be honest, I didn't want to be a CEO. At the time, I was running the street wild, like we do when you're young, You run the street, and I was hanging with some very, very notorious people. And I guess my mother seen that. And one night I came in and she said, Leroy, she said, I want you off of these streets because I don't want you to wind up in jail or dead. So she sat there every night when I come in. She'd be at the kitchen table with her Bible, and she had a chief paper. The chief give you
dudes that are snitch to other inmates. You got something going on, you know what I'm saying? Like if you plotting to rob, or you plotting to take, or you plotting to do this, or you already done it, or somebody done already done it, you got dudes that will over there and be like, hey, bro.
How to play Madden after this one.
I might know something.
Just be watching stuff so I can meet the clips.
Think you know something, he only gonna do one or three things. Really one or two. Because if he didn't already put the demo down like he gonna do something to the person who did it, then he gonna put that demo down like he'll do something to you for playing with him. And if you tell him you know it, you ain't telling him you playing with him. So my thing is, it's like, you got people who tell you, man, I'm not being nobody else's business. They ain't none of my business. But then you got them dudes that'll say that, and when ain't nobody looking there, hey, man, check this out, man. You got a little woo-woo, man. That's how people always find out. And trust me, whatever happened in prison, somebody gonna find out. We be knowing what's happening on the streets before y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And I'm gonna tell you, because I don't give a damn when somebody gets shot on 35th Street. Somebody in this prison is calling home in the next 2 seconds. Somebody in here. And they be going, man, what been going on in the hood? Oh, man, such and such that got shot about an hour ago, man. They tripping around there, they woo-woo. Soon the dude got the phone, man, little such and such that got shot over there. Man, nigga, we in prison, how we supposed to know that? But it's probably in 2-3 barracks by now because somebody else can call home and grab it from the other side. Now this shit just going all over the prison. And people calling home, and they tell them like, man, such and such got shot? What you mean? I ain't heard nothing about it. Let me call somebody on 3-way. Yeah, man, they said the dude got shot about an hour ago. How you know? Shit, my homeboy in prison told me. Yeah, homeboy in prison. Yeah, bro, we know everything in prison, bro. We gonna hear about it as soon as it happens. We probably know about it before it happened. Nigga gonna call home, yeah, bro, we put the dude, I'll be on the yard, man, we gonna handle this right here, we put the... It's been a couple times where somebody told me some shit I did not want to know. I did not want this information. And then later on the news, I was like, man, I can't believe them all did that. But anyway, then your junior deputies. A junior deputy kind of like a snitch, but they snitching different. These people be looking for favors or trying to impress the guards, the COs, the deputies. So they try to help them do their job. And you know, one of the main things is telling the police, look here, bro, I don't get no police check, bro. You gotta do your own job. You're not gonna split their money with me. So what I look like doing your job for? You ain't help me. You ain't never been on there. One of my jobs helping me do your job. You got some people who not gonna let the police do their job. They're gonna do it for them. By the time the police get there, they got the groundwork laid down. Now you got some people who gonna do that, and they gonna hide it. You got some people who gonna do that, and they gonna tell you to your face, yeah, I told it. See, they try to make it a difference. That's one thing people in prison do. They think that if you call it by a different name, then it's a different action. See, a dude will be like, man, I don't steal. I took that. To a convict, that makes sense. To an inmate, and we're going to break down convicts and inmates in a minute, but to an inmate or a regular person, it's like, huh, bro? Either way it go, you went over there and you came back over here with something that didn't belong to you. You took something from a person or you stole something from a person, don't matter. It ain't yours. And see, in a prison, one thing is glorifiable. The other one is deplorable. They gonna tear you down for being a thief. I hate a thief. That's what they gonna tell you. But see, when a dude come and throw his weight around, oh, man, I don't steal. I took that. It's a difference.
Yeah, taking it from a person and stealing two different things.
The same type of dude. I really ain't got no need for you. I don't fool with you. Because I like having stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody around me who one day gonna get mad or get their feelings or get hungry and feel like they can take something.
Yeah.
And now I got defended off from a person I'm supposed to be cool with. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't even no point of being cool with you. I'm not saying you never gonna try to take nothing. I'm just saying when you do, I'm gonna do it to you. And I don't want to do it to nobody I'm cool with. So since I know you that type of person, I'm not gonna put myself in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Good day. All right, so we right here on the thieves. Man, you got people who will steal stuff from you that the state gave you. A blanket, a jacket, a pair of pants. You know what I'm saying? A pair of state socks. Now some real shit. You gotta remember, this is prison. These dudes have grew up stealing, taking, whooping, raping, robbing. This is what they do. Now they might come in prison and settle down because they amongst all these other dudes around here, and it ain't as easy to accomplish what they do. But then, like I say, you got some of the super thugs who come in here and they gonna do what they do. That's what they do. But I also tell y'all, a lot of the stealing used to go on and be the little bitty dudes. See, the little bitty dudes, they not big enough to just overpower nobody and take what you got. So when they find themselves in situations, first of all, you can tell. And I hate to try to put people in these boxes, but when you see a group of little dudes, I'm talking about little bitty dudes that's 130 pounds, 5'2", 5'3", and they all hanging together. They hanging together for protection. You can't fair fight them motherfuckers. Why would you want to? But I'm just saying. That's what they together for. Cause they got each other back. And when you swing on one of them, it's gonna be one of them on your back. They gonna whatever they can do, they gonna do it. I don't blame them, nigga. You got to survive. But what I'm saying is, also when you go to the shower, this little dude's gonna be sliding up under your rack trying to get up in your box. This little dude is gonna be creeping out his homeboy, looking out for him while he's sliding around going off people's stuff. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times, bigger dudes ain't doing that for the simple fact that they can go and intimidate a little dude and get that stuff. You see what I'm saying? A dude rather go do that than be a thief. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, stealing in prison, you like at the bottom of the barrel. They got all type of sayings for that. Like, why would you come to prison? Nigga, you ain't learn your lesson in the courtroom? You come to prison stealing? Come on, bro. That's just like booty dogs. They got their things they say, like, you know how you around mess with them boys. They on boy, I'm grown men. Bro, you think that make you that's good to you? That's better? Cause you ain't messing with boys, you messing with grown men. Get out of here, bro. You got so then we get to laid back people. It's like the last people on the list right here. You got your laid back people. Your people who gonna come to prison, they trying to do their time and go home. You know what I'm saying? These people are playing chess, they find them something to do. They trying to stay out of everybody else's way, trying to stay out of everybody else's business. Now you can't always do that. And like I say, sometimes you got people that fall into several or all of these categories at the same time, or off and on, up and down, back and forth, in and out. You know what I'm saying? The average person is gonna go through some of these stages in the term of doing their time. It's, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna come in, like I said, you're gonna come in and be that extra. And I'm not saying it's a goal to be a star, but depending on what your dynamics is in your situation, if you got business coming, if you got family coming, family loving you and sending you money, then you might be straight. You might want to stay an extra. Go to the store, get what you need, get you some food for to eat, something for the weekend, lay back, get you supplies to draw or write or whatever you're gonna do. Watch your TV shows, find you somebody to play chess with or something, you know what I'm saying? Get some headphones, listen to some music, work out. There's a lot of things you can do besides being in some bush and being in somebody's business. There's always something you could be doing than being in somebody's business. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you another saying we got in prison. It's like, bro, don't watch me, watch TV. We got 2 TVs in the barracks. You ain't never got to focus on what I got going on. You see what I'm saying? Don't watch me play or watch TV. Because people, you know, every once in a while you'll sit back and you got something going on, you having your emotion, and you got somebody sitting around trying to peep the game. Like I say, everybody not wanting to ask a bunch of questions, so dudes will get back in the cut and just peep from a distance, try to figure it out for themselves. But it's prison. So it's like, bro, if I'm sitting here and I got 9, 10, 12 years, 20 years, 40 years, life sentence, whatever it is, and it's 37 guards working in this prison. Out of the 37, 17 is females. Bro, come on now. No, I can't have all 70 females. But I'm a player. And there's some more players around here. So I'm going to get me 1 before they all gone. I'm going to get me 2, and I still ain't through. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be here, bro. And I don't want to call my family and telling my mama to send me money every week. Like she ain't out here paying bills and working hard, and I supposed to be out here helping her. But I'm in prison, so what I look like calling home, like, man, can you send me some? You know, I'm hungry. I need some noodles. You need some noodles that bad, bro? You need some noodles that bad? Pretty boy got some. Now, Pretty boy's a big ugly one. We about 6'9", 280 pounds, sitting on the floor all day, lifting racks with dudes laying in the rack while he pressing them up off the floor. But he got some food over there. You want some? 2 for 1 store call. If you ain't going to the store, yeah, you can still get the food. Ain't no telling what he gonna want when it's time to get paid back. You ain't got, you know what I'm saying? So don't put yourself in that situation. Get you some hustle. You know what I'm saying? Get you something going about yourself if you in prison.
He said get some motion, gang. He said get some motion. You locked up behind them bars, you had something going for yourself out in this world, or you probably didn't, which is why you're in there. But make the most out of yourself. That's what he's saying, man. Hey, we on them sites, man. It's like, nah. But hey, I fucking don't get wrapped up in some dumbass shit. For real. There's many ways we could get caught up in some fucked up shit. I recently like changed my life recently. I was in the streets for a little bit, you know what I mean? So it's like I could have been wanting to have my temporary fun and throwing away my whole future just because I wanted to be outside and do random things. Like, it's not worth it. It's really not. Cause like a person will really want what you have, and then you out here sabotaging yourself right beside them when they don't have anything to live for, or they don't have anything to live for. You have a bunch of stuff to live for, and you go around somebody who don't have nothing to live for, and you're acting out of not having nothing to live for when you have plenty to live for.
Walking laps, do 5 push-ups. Walk your lap, do 5 push-ups. Walk your lap, do 5 push-ups. Guess what? You do that every day for a week, 2 weeks, not only is you getting in shape, somebody in this bird that's on that same shit, trying to be out the way, trying not to be in no bullshit. All right, bro, you mind I walk with you? Shit, come on, bro. Dude might not even say nothing to you. Y'all just walk. You hit down 5 push-ups, he hit down 5 push-ups. Walk. You might get to 10, 20, 30, 50. Before you look around, bro, you minding your business. You done met a few people. People talk to you, but they know you ain't on their bull stuff, so they not always messing with you. They not playing no games with you. Like I say, you got your routine in, you passing your day. It ain't the best thing to do with your time.
Yeah, I gotta do.
Out here.
Make sure I do
But
100 push-ups every day too.
You're doing something that's not only good for you, but it keep you from getting your head bust, keep you from getting stabbed, keep you from getting turned out some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, in prison you can get turned out, bro. Don't think you can't. And I'm not talking about somebody whooping you and taking it. I'm talking about, bro, a dude to get up under you with that game and run it on you. And it might not take a week. It might take a year. It might take 2 years. It might take 3 years. But if a dude got life, what do you think it's for him to take 3 years out of his life sentence to try to sew some up and get something that he really want?
Yeah,
or
alright.
There's just a game to him. He want to see if he can do it.
Yeah, all right, bro.
So
You're not about
every
that.
day he
Nah.
get up on that mission. Might
I'm
not never
sorry.
succeed.
Somebody talk about sliding in me or anything crazy. Like, what are you talking about, bro? You gotta go crazy on that nigga immediately. He just gave us the rules. He said any fuck shit happen, you better defend your honor. So a nigga try to take my cheeks, hey, I'm going crazy. Go crazy, swinging all over the place. I don't care what I hit. Shit, I might bite. Nigga not taking my cheeks, cuz.
But 7 years later, he just might.
And all that, like, overtime, planting little seeds, nah, nigga. Nah, nigga. Red flag, nigga. You don't talk to me like that. You're, like, when gay people talk to you in a way, like men who like other men talk to a straight men, they talk to you like how we talk to our girls, like how we talk to a girl that we're trying to get, and it puts you in such a weird space because it's like, bro, what jail you at, bro? What are you talking about, Lewis? Nobody's at jail, Lewis. Nobody's in jail. This is prison do's and don'ts, bro. This guy is not in prison.
Push-ups.
I think he just has a poster behind his wall.
You know what I'm saying? Work out.
He got a poster behind his wall. He's just sharing wisdom or whatever. But yeah, man, fucking that shit crazy as hell, man. Prison is wild. Jail, crazy work, man. Dumbass shit. I never got caught for anything I've done, so hey, y'all niggas just bad at doing dumb shit. You know what I mean? Just because I was smart enough not to get caught for what I did. You mean you might think I done shit. So cool. I didn't do shit. I'm an innocent bystander. Never done anything. I'm gonna let you keep thinking that.
Get some business. Right. Keep your journal or something.
Cause like the whole idea is you getting caught. Like if you're gonna be in the streets or do anything illegal, don't get caught. Like that's a skill in itself, is not to get caught. Like I think people forget about that. People forget about that skill. Like that's something that's not even talked about. Niggas are getting years from just getting caught. Like not even getting caught in the action of selling drugs, not even getting caught of making money or having a lot of stuff. They're getting caught with drugs, empty. Just drugs on them and they're gone. Like, bro, that's just a waste. You just woke up and just went to jail. Like, what the fuck?
Now, what I would suggest is
that shit's sad.
You keep
sad, chat.
in prison. Watch what you speak of. Don't speak about shit that you wouldn't want everybody in prison to read. That's the best motto, because it ain't no telling who gonna end up seeing this shit one day. When you gonna end up going to the hole and somebody pack your property inside, man? Shit, nigga, I need a notebook. I'm gonna just hold this. I'm gonna keep that. Pack your property, keep your notebook. And that's all. Man, look what the shit this nigga rolled up in here.
Oh, wow.
If you don't want everybody to write, don't never write it down on no paper. If you don't want, if it ain't something the warden could read, don't write it down on no paper.
Oh, wow.
I don't give a damn if it's mail call. Think about it. They reading everything you send out. So don't write nothing in no letter that you don't want everybody to know about. Now, we're going to get off with it. I'm going to tell y'all some things real quick about the convicts and the inmates.
Golly.
It's a difference.
Convict and inmate?
We won't spend too much time on it.
Is there a difference?
But
okay.
Now, I'm going to tell you like this. A convict versus an inmate, a convict know how to hustle. A convict know how to go get something when he don't got nothing. Wake up and ain't got nothing in the box, nothing.
Know how to get it.
But he know how to make something happen. So if he got to go down to the chow hall and come back with about 20 hot dogs to sell, to get a little bit of commissary, to sell, to flip, to get some cigarettes to flip, to bring it back, you know what I'm saying, and work whatever you got to work to make something happen, start from nothing. I'm just saying. So a convict gonna know how to hustle.
The hell? Lewis came in this joint and said, what jail you at, bro? City or state? Like, what?
You know what I'm saying? They live out the state. That's what
it's not in jail, man.
Everything they got come up indigent. Indigent is when you go to commissary, you go to stoke hall.
He's not even in jail.
No money. It's like welfare. So they got to give you a certain amount of stamps, envelopes. You get stamped envelopes. They already got the stamp on them. So they got to give you the little Bob Barker toothpaste, toothbrush, the deodorant, shampoo. You know what I'm saying? To wash your hair. That little type of stuff. I think you get a bottle of lotion. You don't get it every time you go to the stoke hall. There's certain things you can get every time you go, and then certain things you got to wait like a week, or 3 weeks, or 6 weeks, or whatever it is till they give you this. Like, they give you boxers. They will not give you a t-shirt. They're not going to give you a thermal shirt. You got to buy this stuff off the stove. Now, like in the prison I was in, with all the prisons in Arkansas when I was in there.
Got like 20 more minutes.
You go to the store and buy, you got to buy a 3-pack of t-shirts. 3? I think it was like $5, $6 for a 3-pack of t-shirts.
Oh, God.
But the rules say you can only have 2 t-shirts. So when you go buy 3 t-shirts, either you got to have one sold already, or you got to be prepared to go to jail or give it away. Because you can literally go to the store and buy them 3 t-shirts, be walking back to the barrier, police stop, like, let me see what you got. Oh, you got 3 t-shirts? You ain't supposed to have number 2.
That's crazy.
So how many, what you gonna do
what
with
the
these?
Hell?
Because you got one on too. So that's 4.
Oh, damn, they be finessing.
So it ain't gonna make sense.
They be finessing, bro.
All right, so convicts also know how to move and maneuver through the prison. And what I mean is, just like I was telling you about the riot gates, how I can come through and I'm like, hey, bust this gate down. Everybody can't. You got some people, some convicts that have been in this prison long enough, they know. So they can get through there anyway, and they just know they got to get back in a certain amount of time. That's what a convict gonna do. He know. And when I say no, it's the second part, this part here. A convict know how to study the prison. And when I say study the prison, I mean they know what guards work what shift. Who working on the night shift. Who working on the day shift. Who working on this dope. Who working on that dope. How is that officer on that dope?
Yeah, it do look like he was in jail. He got that stuff on his wall.
Where they let me in and call the code and get me locked up. Where they let me go to the door and get them cigarettes? Can I get
I
my
think
food to my
he did that on
homeboy?
purpose
Can I
for
get
sure.
this? Can I do that?
In the
Where
beginning,
they
he
pass
had a
this
dog on him.
You know what I'm saying? Where they go get it for me, where they get this message to me, where they lock me up, where they call the police, then they gonna write the dismissal. Just like the Mad Jackers. You think, well, all of them don't.
But you
But
gotta think about it.
they
How the
don't know who
hell
to play with like that? All of
his
them don't, 'cause they
positioning,
going to jail.
like if
These
he
dudes
was
go
in
to
jail right
to the
now,
hole
he just in the
like
middle of the
clockwork.
fucking.
I done
He's just
seen him
sitting
go
at
to
a
the hole, get out
table
the
with the
hole,
phone
and
on
go
the
right back to
thing,
the
and
hole the same
somebody
day.
hit the
Most
back.
prisons have a barracks just for the Mad Jackers.
Damn.
You do it one time, you probably not going to their barracks. These dudes have 30, 40 Mad Jacking charges.
Mad jacking charges. These are people who jerk off and stare at you and look at you, and if you're a prison guard, a woman prison guard, male prison guard, they stare at you and they basically undress you with their eyes, and you could be like, they could be trying to check on you, check on your cell, and you in that joint whacking your stuff, and they staring at you like, bro, what you doing, bro? Don't whack your stuff. I'm looking at you. Like, that's crazy work. Mad jackers. The hell?
And they gonna get 30, 40 more. They not gonna stop.
Oh my
they
God.
not gonna stop. And when I'm talking about the man,
that was like that incident that occurred that when a guy had he was in Family Dollar or Dollar General and he had bust on that lady's leg. He like ran out the door. He like ejaculated on the lady's leg and ran. That shit was so weird.
The Mad Jacker
He said she
9 times 10.
look. Wait, I'm gonna play it. It's like it was like on the news or something. What was it? I remember, bro. That was like she felt super violated. Like, woman gets in store. Yeah, here it go. Here it goes. Is this it?
An update now to a story that we first reported yesterday right here on Action News at 5
It was in
o'clock.
a dollar store.
Philadelphia police have now arrested the man wanted for a sexual assault inside a dollar store. Investigators say the man right there that you see on your screen, Gary Miles, assaulted a woman inside the Dollar Tree on East Snyder Avenue in South Philadelphia on June 23rd. They say Miles is the person in this surveillance video that we showed you just yesterday. He's now charged with indecent assault, indecent exposure, open lewdness, and harassment.
Like what, bro?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know how to start this video. This is one of the craziest things that I've ever heard in my life. And it's not funny, but it is in the sense that, like,
Man
who
caught
does
nutting
this?
on woman's
Who goes
leg.
into a store and nuts on a girl's leg? Her words.
This is crazy.
I'm blown away that this is actually a topic that I have to talk about.
No,
As
this
far
is
as
crazy.
what happened,
It probably did. He probably was in prison to make the connection from like mad jerkers and stuff, because the guy was like, these people are not normal anymore. Like, once they get out of prison, they gonna be doing that in public and stuff.
and how she feels about it.
That's
I feel
crazy.
For her. I don't think that anybody should ever have to go through something like this. It's clearly SA, and that is not funny. But the act itself, like just the picture of somebody trying to do this, is just like, it just seems like a simulation. Like this can't actually be real.
Look, he nutted on my leg. You gonna help?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. He nutted on my leg.
So for anyone that hasn't come across this on social media yet and didn't pick up
God damn it. I fucking hate people who do weird stuff like that. Like, people who like predators and stuff. Like, I would for sure be the person that eliminated those kind of people who are like off the world for sure. Because that's all I do is take care of women in my life.
exactly what happened in the clip. A man went into a Dollar Tree store in Philadelphia and he came on a woman's leg. I don't understand how this works. I
That's
don't know if you
crazy.
like jerk off under your pants and then you pull it out last second and just bust on someone's leg or back, or I don't know. Maybe this is a new TikTok challenge, but this shit is actually crazy. And Meek Mill even tweeted about it being from Philly, trying to get people to find this guy. Let's play Manhunt with him today in Philly, some community service. I got 2 bands for this low. Just go live with him. Don't pursue him. It got to actually be you. Philly's small. People know where this creep dude is. Get the out of here. We need community protection also. And thankfully, as I was making this video, it seems like this man has finally been caught or turned himself in, I guess.
Wow.
Just in, the man police say a woman at a South Philly Dollar Tree store has turned himself in. The attack gaining national attention. Even rapper Meek Mill tweeting today
National
that he
attention.
would award $2,000 to the person who finds him.
What's crazy is we think like, oh, when he go to prison, they're gonna do something to him. That's not always true, bro. They don't.
Police
That's not always
identified him
true.
as 35-year-old Gary Miles. His surrender happening after disturbing video.
Here, they not gonna have no air conditioning. You gonna be in there hot, sweaty. It smell like booty in them up. You feel me? Man, I had to go in there to get some cigarettes from Elmo one time.
Elmo?
Bruh. As soon as I walk in, I'm like, dude, they fighting over who can get to the window. This barracks is right across the street from the new beach to shower at Barner unit. I'm here trying to get some stuff from Elmo. I'm like, bro, why do it smell like this in here? Everybody in their drawers because it's hot as hell. Everybody sweating. Like, bruh. And y'all don't learn y'all lesson. This where y'all want to be at. But you already know, man. People adapt. You can put a man in the horrible situations long enough, he gonna adapt. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna become normal to him. So to me, it wasn't normal. But to them, they used to the smell. They used to the heat. This is how they live every day, all day. So there's one thing about it. Convicts also, right in line with it, they learn to adapt. The rules in prison stay the same until they don't. And then you already know you have to adapt because it's just how it is, it's how it's fit to be. And you can fight it if you want to, you're not going to win. You're not going to win. That's why a lot of these dudes that I was saying earlier at these other prisons, they do let other people get assaulted because that's the rules of the penitentiary. You really can't go against them rules because you're not going to win. It sounds good for me to say, why y'all don't stop this or why y'all don't stop that. But the thing is, if it's just you, if everybody not moving on that one accord, then who's to say you're not popped in your neck real quick? And just as soon as you had the idea to be a hero, use a zero now. Scrape him up, move him on. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why people ain't gonna just stand up for anybody and do anything. Now, convicts also are the inmates who have learned to settle in and be at home. They look as they cell or they bunk, they look at that as their house. They might even call it their house. Man, I'm gonna go to the house. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Like people talking about, like in Arkansas, it's not a thing that you can't sit on nobody else's bed. The thing is, you got to know what part of the bed to sit on. You, from that middle part down, that's usually fair game. But if you don't know, then you sit your ass furthest on the foot as you can get. You never put your ass down here where a man lay his head at. If you don't know where a man lay his head at, then you might want to sit in the middle. But you don't never put your ass where a man lay his head at. If you just don't know, you just don't sit your ass down. 9 times out of 10, I ain't gonna say 9 times out of 10. 10 times out of 10, you need to ask a person before you sit on their rack, period. Like, that's just period. That is out of respect. You're gonna ask a person before you sit down on their rack. 9 times out of 10, the person gonna be like, cool. They gonna point to where they want you to sit at. Yo, sit right there. But, because I'm saying it because the way our rack see is like side to side to side to side to side. You cool with the person that you talking to. I mean, that you next door to. You sitting on your rack, they sitting on their rack. Well, it might be 2 or 3 more people y'all cool with. Y'all might be spreading and cooking or whatever. So now everybody that's eating is all over here in this little group. Well, we can't have a group with 6 people standing up and this is my rack, so I'm gonna sit right here by myself. Dude gonna sit here by himself, and then y'all just stand around.
YouTube sending me a beanie, chat.
So that's how they go.
Yo, what's up, Waffle, my dude? YouTube sending me a beanie. Wait, I'm gonna try to hide the fucking Wait. The YouTube beanie. The YouTube beanie, Sloaney. The YouTube beanie. It's coming straight from Google too. The more I do it though, they have another incentive. I have to it's like before November, before the end of this month or something, I have to go live like 3 times, and then it's like I get a mic. They gonna give me a new mic or something. I could possibly go to the YouTube headquarters too. How your day, Waffle?
It's man, like I say, most of them state babies, they depend on the state. You know what I'm saying? Whatever in the chow hall, that's what they eating today. They ain't getting no commissary. They ain't got no horse. There ain't gonna be no commissary. None of that. So that's one thing.
My dude waffles in that joint.
Crying and complaining.
The one you have looks like my cousin Bartholomew. Why is his name Bartholomew? That's such a crazy name.
We kind of know that, bro. We see that. But you
this different Timo. Timo?
So is you just gonna be here or you gonna?
No, the little paint. They got little paint splatters on it.
A lot of y'all don't know if you trying to keep it for real or you trying to really keep it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, but you got to figure it out.
Bartholomew.
So, that's one thing, the crying and complaining. You know what I'm saying?
I have a hat. I have a hat collection, bro. Look.
I'm gonna write a grievance.
I have a hat collection of a bunch of hats and stuff. I had
probably gonna bring you more trouble.
I made it because like as a content creator, I do want to be known for like wearing different hats. Like I want that to be my thing. Like different colorful hats, different, you know.
So
I have a bunch of hats that I be wearing.
Stay away from writing grievances. You know what I'm saying?
And the hats were cheap. Like for $100, you could get a lot of hats for $100. Like if you invest, like you gotta invest in something, a part of your brand. Like investing in a bunch of hats. It could be a hat that I put on that make you look at this hat. Fucking like this hat's cool. There's a bunch of hats. I got pink hats. I have all the default hats. You know? They're cheap as fuck. They're cheap.
It's one of them because you got some people like
the Timo hats are very cheap.
Words to say they got the right type of family. They
I
got
would collect
lawyers
them.
And they got all this, but they just in prison anyway. 9 times out of 10, that person is not watching this video.
Your hands are cold.
So don't even think about it. Now we got that out the way. Inmates.
He said I got 30,000 waffles in my pantry. Do you have the waffles that are already done?
Man,
the Belgian waffles that are already done and you just gotta you can eat them out the wrapper, or do you have?
How you doing this? What's that? What's that? What this mean? What this mean?
I never had those ones before.
What's that over there?
I saw them a lot. At like Costco, Sam's Club, and stuff.
What time we gonna do this? What day this happening?
That's what's up that you like waffles, dude.
Cause motherfuckers got shit on their mind. You know what I'm saying? You always in prison. You always got something on your mind.
I haven't smoked all day, and I probably won't. I won't smoke today, tomorrow, or I have so much fucking energy.
You always going through something. You in prison. But I'd be lying if I said that people in prison don't have good days. You can't always enjoy them. But you gonna have some good days. Like I had days where it's like, man,
you wet.
I'm kicking it. And I hate to say, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna explain this too. Like,
the doggo,
big boy kicking.
Did a meme dog waffle?
Not mean.
The meme dog. Don't you know the Sheena Ibu? The Dogecoin dog. The Bitcoin dog. Yeah. Get him. I think I touched his pee-pee and he peed on me.
You just gave me outside.
You have some drip on you.
gut busting, laughing around this bitch. We kicking and having fun. We reminiscing.
Stop touching me,
you look
bro.
around and realize
Bro, get your
you in
hand on my
prison, you
shoulder,
feel
cuz.
guilty.
Get your
You
hand
feel
on my
like, man, I'm
shoulder.
in prison. I shouldn't be smiling about nothing. I shouldn't be happy about nothing. And I'm like, man,
Tell him to stop. Yeah.
I hate to
Nah,
have a person
cuz.
feeling like that, man, because
Oh,
that right there leads to suicide.
Stop, Titty.
It leads to you doing something to yourself or hurting yourself or
He's
just
scared.
becoming the type of person you don't need to become in prison. The type who had
Somebody
2
said he was
years,
trying to
but now
rinse
you
me
got
up.
50. Looking at another 20. You know what I'm saying? So people need to be trying to keep themselves, you know what I'm saying? Be around positive.
Alright, bro. Are you putting his hand in?
No, look.
But man, look at the alternative. I'm just saying, bro. You
Bro,
got some people
stop.
in some dark
Move him.
places
Get
in
away, bro.
People that'll befriend you
Like,
and
bro,
use
keep
your
touching my
friendship as
shoulder,
entertainment.
cuz.
Like they would really mess
What's
your
up,
life
cuz?
up just as entertainment,
like
just to
that.
see what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you catch them or you get mad, you figure it all out and kill them today, it don't really matter.
He's
It don't
crazy,
really matter,
dog.
bro. I'm gonna push the envelope and I'm gonna press these boundaries until somebody
Oh,
kills me. I
God.
really don't want to be here no way. That's how they feel. But in the meantime, everybody that go for it, I'm gonna get my kicks and I'm gonna get my whatever, you know what I'm saying, off messing with these people. So you got people to do that. Inmates, they worry and things like that, they leave themselves open for attack. Just by being green, by not knowing. You know what I'm saying? Not listening, not following direction.
Oh.
Convicts are the people who can read the room. The people with the intuition, like I'm telling you when I say, man, shit start happening in prison. And you just, you know what I'm saying, everything get quiet and you know, like, hold on. You ain't even got to say nothing. Everybody else got quiet, so now you people in the scene, something going on. You don't want to be the person playing domino. Oh, nigga, right? And everybody get quiet. And you sitting up, man, what's wrong with y'all? Man, domino. Man, that happened to you just like that.
Damn.
And on my mama. You playing domino with 3 people at this table.
Nah, it's basically like the do's and don'ts of prison. He's just giving us some insight on like the reality of it, different types of people and stuff.
Dude coming up behind you, these 3 people is not fit to say a word. They gonna look up and be like, dang.
You know, we aren't going to prison, you know. We are good. We aren't going to jail. We have we have our freedom, you know. We don't be doing craziness, and it's not in our future to go to prison. But it's good to be aware.
Why I hate this shit to happen to dude. They just looking down, yeah, bro. And at the last second, they getting on out the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you.
And honestly, if you ain't been to jail yet, or prison or anything, when you were like a kid or teen, it's gonna be hard for you an adult unless you do something dumb. Not hard, but like you ain't even in the system yet. So it's like you don't even, you're not even indoctrinated. I say indoctrinated. You're not acclimated, institutionalized to get the same result. So my the gas station. My is that my uncle? Yeah, that would be my uncle. My uncle had robbed a bank. I think like I forgot when, like 20. I don't know when, but he got like 30 years, 25 years or something for it.
Belly outside the barbershop, Nas and AZ.
Yeah. And he missed out on a lot of stuff. Like his son damn near is about to be 20, like 16. Like he been in jail. He been in jail since he was born.
Malice in his eyes. And when he peeped him, he was like, hey man, I'm finna go and get up out of here. Go on. Now one time I said, bro, watch your back. Dude behind you looking kind of weird. I'm finna dip though. You know what I'm saying? That was his homeboy. That was his man's. They just seen dude coming. They were like, yeah, bro, I'm finna take care of me and mine and dip. Not even gonna give you the heads up. Thing is, denies one time after the fact, processed the fact that, man, dude seen old boy, bro. And he walked off like this was a setup or something. You think he had thought about that? It would have been real life. He'd have thought about that. Or he just would have did what he did, switched gun with little buddy, and got on down. Who knows? Now let's see. While we talking about it, I might well tell y'all something what I can about the gangs in prison. For the most part, like I was saying, people in the ADC, Arkansas Department of Corrections, are free to deal with whoever they want to deal with. Meaning, if you a Crip and you want to buy cigarettes or some weed or whatever from a Blood or a Folk or Vice Lord or
this is where the lines get blurry.
Whatever, you don't have to go and get permission from
how much you cost
to go handle your business,
bro. People are starting to like the common sayings now are like, I don't care, but they just crazy.
I wanted to go over there and buy some cigarettes and weed. I'm just gonna walk my ass over with my money and handle my business.
Like
now,
the common stuff that people just default put in the chat, crazy.
And
or comment. Oh yeah.
Owe me money, I owe them money. We get into it. Same thing apply. Unless dude got super thug homies who feel like, oh, just because he's this and that, we not gonna let you do this to him. But then that's when it become, oh, so y'all gonna play with the homie like that.
Your butt hurt.
We not gonna let y'all take from him. So now it's us against y'all. What you want to do? But at the root of it, one of us between me and dude is wrong. But homies don't care who wrong. We ride first, straighten it out later. So the thing is, you have it like that. But also, like I told y'all, look at E-Trey's situation. E-Trey got done like that by dudes that was supposed to be his homies. Dudes that was supposed to.
All right, I think now it's just blurry. I think I got what I wanted out of that content. Is there anything else that I need to touch on? Any other videos? Father raped his own son, huh? Oh yeah.
6 o'clock. What time is it?
Now, the topic of the night, I'm going to get right into it.
Oh God, that's crazy.
Rape inside jail. Now, let me explain something. Things are different. Rape is seen different through the eyes of inmates that are lifers. Let me explain that, right? An inmate that knows that he's never coming or they are never coming home, right? They look at a lot of stuff different than we do or people do in society. Now, I know we all heard about the brutal rapes that go on, kids, booty bandits and all kind of craziness that be going on inside jail, that men and people be getting raped. What I've saw when I went up north, when just being around lifers, being around people who ain't never coming home, people who, there's certain codes in jail, like, okay, you might go up there, you might join the Bloods, you might join the Crips, you might become a Muslim, or whatever the case may be. And then you got people who up there that under no circumstances are, going to have sex with another man, because that's just not their thing. Now, they don't judge other men up there that be having sex by men, because guess what? In society, what are you going to say to them? How are you going to judge them? You know what I'm saying?
What the hell,
There ain't really no such thing as coming out the closet up there, especially if you are a lifer. And now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that people that are lifers that's up there doing stuff like that. People are doing whatever they feel they need to do to survive up there. If they not with the shits, they not with the shits. They're not doing it. You know what I'm saying? As far as I know, lifers, sometime every 10 years, they get shipped to another jail. To another jail. And what I mean by that is
Roblox.
they can do 10 years in the jail.
Probably gonna play like Madden or something. after.
Then they go
I
to
could play
another jail
Roblox tonight.
and they may have a lover. You know what I'm saying? I've seen it. I'm not
I'm
accusing
just
nobody of
getting to
anything,
a
but
point
I've
where I have
seen
enough content for clips. Make some
guys
clips and
that
stuff.
came through, you know what I'm saying, that was Muslim, always going to Muslim service, especially when they have a Ramadan and because of the food and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, they're Muslim. The next, you know, they crippin'. Some of them signing the PC. You know what I'm saying? I done seen it all. Such as, oh, he bust somebody over the head and he robbed them and stuff like that. It was a guy who came through for rape. Of course, they jumped him.
Ah.
You know what I'm saying? How you gonna rape a woman? Stuff like that, right? And this is when these dudes' psyche, they got different levels of rape. One guy says, listen, I may have raped a woman, but this dude raped a kid.
Ah.
I don't fuck with no kids. I don't mess with no kids. Dude, you still a rapist, but you feel that he's worse than you because he raped a kid.
What?
Then there's another guy who says, this guy is worse than the worst because he raped his own kid. There's a lot of sick people out there that try to justify taking sex from another person. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm trying to put you in the mind frame of, in prison, when these people are never coming home or they got long stints of time, you know, to do, you think they care about what you think about them as a person who has sex with a man
Golly.
or a known booty bandit? There's booty bandits in jail that get much respect, that put work
We
in.
gotta hear this stuff. Like, I know it sounds hard to hear, but like this helps you think correctly. This helps you think correctly before you do something. Like, what the hell? Like, you play this in front of some middle school kids, you think they're about to like legit start, like, some of them kids are gonna be like, all right, let me chill out. Some are not gonna care. They're gonna be like, it's not gonna happen to me. But a few kids are gonna hear this and be like, oh, whoa, like, we need to know the real.
I remember working on Rikers Island. They had separation at the time. It was either called gay housing or homosexual housing. I don't want to offend anybody.
Oh, that was a housing?
The proper terminology, but when I was there,
Oh yeah. There is a housing with the gay people and like yeah, because King Von was trying to get himself sent to the gay pod.
Sexual housing or gay housing, and an inmate had to sign paperwork that says that I'm gay and I would like to sign myself in. Call signing yourself in, just like signing yourself into protective custody. They would sign themselves in to gay housing. And while I was working there, these dudes have this ideology that I'm not gay if I'm the one that's on top, I guess, having sex with a man.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people believe that they're not actually doing gay stuff if the gay act is being done to them. But it's like, you enjoy it. That's the minute you enjoy it, hey, that's what makes it gay.
I'm the pitcher, he's the catcher.
Like, if someone does something gay to you, that doesn't essentially make you gay, but how you respond to it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to tell you what the terminology they was using in prison, and some dudes try to justify them having sex with men in the eyes of other inmates.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Some dudes allegedly sign themselves in PC because they running from something, they got problems, they can't.
And people try to justify anything. Like, you probably got murderers that could justify why they, you feel me? People can you can justify anything in your mind to be okay with the reality that you put yourself in.
Be in general population. They don't want to, when I say sign themselves in the gay housing, because they got problems in general population and they figure being in gay housing is easy. But let me tell you something. Gay don't mean punk. I'm just letting you know that right now. Gay don't mean punk that you could just beat up on them because they're gay. Because I don't see some gay dudes whip somebody with some inmates' asses in jail. You know what I'm saying? But one dude was telling me straight up and down that he's not gay because he's the one that's doing the deed and not getting the deed done to him. Bro, however you want to live, whatever you feel, floats your boat, that's what it is. But I'm just trying to tell y'all, enlighten y'all on the perception of what people think about when they go.
That's gay. That's gay. It's gay. It's gay.
Go to prison and gay versus us out here in society. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch.
But yeah, it kind of does get to the survival of the fittest. If you got life, that's the only people you seeing is other men. Hey, I've been outside with niggas and they said if they was in jail for a long time, they would probably do that. I forgot who. But niggas was for sure thinking like that. Like, if I got life, it's gonna happen once. Like, it's something. Like, nah, bro. I don't know what I would. I don't have a. I'm not gonna be in that position. Okay. I don't have a response or anything.
Stories, a bunch of stuff that I've seen or, you know, tried to prevent when I was there. Now, another thing is, let me break down the officer having sex with an inmate. That's rape. I don't care if it's a male officer having sex with a female inmate and she with it, or a female officer having sex with a male inmate and he's with it. Of course, you know, and he had sex with her and they got you.
Jail guard pregnant with cop killer's child.
I think she did 6 months. Now, what I'm trying to say is all over the world, it's not just Rikers Island, inmates are having sex with these officers and they getting caught. I know y'all heard about the inmate up in Baltimore. Duke had 5 babies by 4 different correction officers. 5 babies.
Tavon, right? That's crazy. My mom used to date a guy named Tavon.
But how?
And we're from Baltimore, so that's why I'm just like.
You know, I know
he probably is in.
People want to ask.
I think he's in jail.
These females, I'm saying because.
It was like back when I was a kid, though.
When I did my crime, people would say, "Yo, G, how you screw up such a good job? How you screw that job up? Being a correctional officer, hustling and smuggling and bringing stuff in there, and I had to make bones with myself. I made my bed, you know, I paid my debt to society. But there was another thing as an officer. You sitting there, you trying to hit on the female officer, you know what I'm saying, and you wondering why would she have sex with this inmate instead of having sex with me? What I'm trying to tell you, it really goes down. And then with rape, you know, you never know. You never know what somebody does outside the job. I'm talking from an officer's perspective. You never know what somebody does and what their lifestyle is. It's their business, however they want to live, but you never know and you can't judge it, right? For instance, there was a guy was workout king. You know what I'm saying? Go to jail.
Rape victim who smuggled DNA evidence out of Riker Win settlement.
You know, diesel and everything, walking around, knocking the inmates out, all kind of stuff. And it was an incident where he lost his job.
Golly.
Why he lost his job? Because he had consensual sex with an inmate. In particular, he had consensual sex with a male inmate, but it was a setup. He lost his job because a male inmate gave him a blowjob and did the Monica Lewinsky. Kept the evidence, turned it in, they matched the DNA, and canceled Christmas.
Wait, what?
He lost his job with a male inmate. In particular, he had consensual sex with a male inmate, but it was a setup.
What?
He lost his job because a male inmate gave him a blowjob and did the Monica Lewinsky. Kept the evidence, turned it in, they matched the DNA, and canceled Christmas.
Damn.
Lost his job. So what I'm saying is, you never know who's
That's
doing
wild.
what. You never know what's going what. You know what I'm saying? I, for one, went up north. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to get inside a program. You know what I'm saying? And to prevent me from getting a program and coming home early, they put me in a gym, because when you go up north, you get a physical. Everybody gets a full physical. So I'm in the gym. Of course, they know I'm an officer going to prison, so I'm surrounded by correction officers, stuff like that. So I tried not to go to PC, not because I was a tough guy, because I wanted to come home early. I knew I was the first offense. I figured I'd get a drug program, or I could get work release. So while I was there, officer stood up and said, Haywood, he made me stand up in front of everybody. And he said, well, how long were you a correction officer on Rikers Island? Which now, if you didn't know my story, if you didn't know who I was, now you know who I was.
He forced you
know what I'm
to.
saying?
That's
so now
crazy.
everybody in the gym looking. So he told me,
damn.
Now they're gonna force me to have to go in to protect the custody, because he needed the warden stated he needed to protect his own.
Wow.
Officers. So they wanted me to do my full bid, and once you want to protect the custody, you're not getting no programs. You're not getting no programs. So now I'm in transit, going to another jail. So I'm laying over at this jail. You know what I'm saying? And I hear this loudmouth kid talking crap to the CO, throwing up his set, telling him who he is in the town and stuff like that. And I'm sitting here shaking my head, because as a correction officer, of course, you know, I've seen this 100 times. You know, in my mind, they're about to whip his ass. So from my cell, I hear him talking smack, and then I hear them saying, okay, we're going to fix you. So what happened was they took him and they put him in the cell. Now, I can see across from where I'm at, I can see a window.
Yeah, they beat the brakes on that ball.
There was this huge, crazy, big-ass freaking inmate that they put this kid in the cell with. Now, the kid had a heart. The kid wasn't brolic, but he was kind of tall. He had some height on him. Yet still, he still was a young kid. And they put him in the cell, and I already knew what was going to happen when lights went out. And it happened. You know, you hear him in there, you hear the grunting, you hear the fighting, you know, for a few and stuff like that. And I know these officers heard it. And I'm saying to myself, you know, and I'm not saying, I'm going to keep it a buck. They were white officers, and this kid, because these young kids don't understand, this is not the street. These correction officers got your life in their hand.
Yeah.
They got your life in their hand. You know what I'm saying? And they can decide whether you live or die in there. And they put him in there with this inmate purposely to teach him a lesson, knowing that this big inmate was known for being a booty bandit. You know what I'm saying? And it happened. And he took that kid's manhood. And I just know the humanity in me. I've seen it, heard it a million times. And I'm looking at them like they didn't have to do that. But at the same time, the kid didn't understand where you at and the repercussions of you running your mouth to these correction officers who decide where you're going to go, what you're going to do, and what's going to happen to you. So it was done. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and specifically because they didn't even put him in there for a long time. They put him in there purposely so this man could do this to him. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it's routine. Because the dude who was doing it had no qualms, didn't have no worries about being hit with more charges, especially rape charges. You know what I'm saying? So in the morning, they came and got the kid. Of course, they took him out on a stretcher. You know what I'm saying? He was wrapped in a sheet, nothing exposed but his booty. Because I'm sitting there looking at the whole thing play out, and I'm shaking my head, and I'm looking at Duke, and Duke looking at me like blah blah blah. He don't give a fuck. Like he looked at me like, what the fuck is you want to do? I had no problems with him because I know I was just in transit. You know what I'm saying? But I was there for a few days, and then the most shocking thing came out to me, and this is why I want y'all to put
Does Rakai just
your
pretend
mind to the psyche of somebody who's being in there that's there for life.
What the fuck? Wait, There's a person named Rakai. He just is he like accosting that? Okay. He was on
Or
casting
another
that
inmate,
stream.
on the jack. The jack is like with the window or under the cell or whatever the case may be.
Rakai.
And
That's funny.
word got back to him that the inmate was related to somebody he knew from the street, particular female. You know what I'm saying? And this other inmate knew him from the town. And make it long story short, it was rumored that that was his own son. That he had just raped his own son. Even I, after all my years of
That's
being
crazy,
in
bruh.
prison, I was kind of devastated. And I'm one that, dude, you're a booty bandit, you're a knockout artist, you got double life. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't worried about what nobody gonna think about. But I'm saying for a person,
The fact that
a
they
human
put those
being,
people on general population is
you
crazy.
going in there, you raping kids, you figure you ain't gonna never touch a woman again. You don't care about what's going on, because I know we all heard of, people, men are that's like that. So I'm across the cell and I'm looking, like the whole tears, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this dude just raped his own son. And I could tell that he had a little bit of humanity in it, that he was fighting it, because he started yelling and screaming. How was I supposed to know? How was I supposed to know? I fucked so many bitches out there, you know what I'm saying? I got kids all over the place. How was I supposed to know that that was my son? He ain't my son. Denying it. He going back and forth, fighting with himself, fighting them demons with himself, trying to convince himself that it was his son, it wasn't his son, and then that he didn't care if it was his son. This is what I mean by some crazy people out there. And his mentality of not worrying about that he just raped his own son. Coming through there. Like, what are the chances? And his thing was, he got mad sons out there that he don't even know. According to him, because he was getting so much ass and had so many women and stuff like that. What I'm trying to say is, rape is rape. And then this is for these young bucks that be coming through, because I've seen a lot of young bucks coming through with, I'm not going to say bogus rape charges, because rape back then is different than a rape now. I'm going to break that down to you right now. As a kid,
it's different rapes?
Growing up in the projects.
The hell?
We played games like, it would be 4 of us, males, 4 females. We'd go in the elevator and unscrew the light bulb out. And being there humping with these chicks as kids, teenagers. You know what I'm saying? And the way it goes right now, let you do that. I did that. Humped on one of these chicks in the elevator playing, run, catch, and kiss, chasing chicks up on Pebble Beach.
Oh, yeah.
Screwing them on the roofs of these projects. I know some people around the world ain't used to how the housing projects get down, but that was, I'm gonna be honest, was fun and game as kids.
Yeah, there was a lot of crazy stuff. Not as an adult looking at it, it's like, damn. Like as kids, you randomly slap a girl's ass, or like you just do weird stuff as a kid. You don't know.
You can't do all that stuff right now.
That stuff crazy.
You play a game like that. You grab a girl butt in high school. You grab a girl. You take a girl in the elevator, hump on her, and even if she's saying stop, she in the elevator. She got in the elevator. We all in the elevator. Grown-ups even knew, because when the elevator stopped on certain floors, if they see a bunch of kids there with the lights going, with the lights going, they didn't get it. They didn't even get in the elevator. Now I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying, as kids, people play these games in the hood, and guess what? It wasn't no rape charges. It wasn't no foul, no whistle. Now, I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying that right now that's what you should be doing.
Oh, God.
But in this era right now, you do something right now, you're going down, bro. You're going down, bro. You may have females who are promiscuous.
You rapists out there, you booty bandits, you going down. You going down.
I mean, back in the days, dudes used to run trains on females.
Oh,
It
yeah.
wasn't nothing. And she had a name for herself in the project and stuff like that. It was normal, but it's not normal now.
Yeah. Hey, I could have ran a train on a few girls, you mean? But me personally, I didn't want to have sex yet. I didn't want to have sex yet. You know, the bros, the guys, always getting cheeks. It's always available. I denied a lot of trains, you mean? But one thing I can say, I did have sex. Me and my cousin had sex in the same car with like two different girls. So he was in the driver's seat with his girl, and I was in the back seat with my girl. That's the closest thing I've ever done to a train.
I'm saying this now because a lot of kids are coming through with those charges. A lot of kids are coming through with the girl was with it. Boy 16, girl 15.
And I'm not even gonna say I'm like I came a long way when it comes to things like that, like sexual stuff, getting girls, all that stuff. I mean, when I was a teen, I got all the girls I wanted, you mean? But real experiences and stuff, the only reason why we ended up in that car with those two girls was because I wanted to experience more real life experiences with girls and stuff. So I was doing crazy stuff. I was having just sex, dating girls on Tinder, Hinge, all that stuff. But I had set up 2-man, and we just went crazy. We went crazy. And then on New Year's, I had got with both of them. I mean, that was a good introduction of the year. I had a threesome on New Year's. That was like 2022, 2023, 2022.
The girl was with it, but the parents find out that a whole bunch of dudes that had sex with their daughter. The parents is pressing charges,
Yeah.
and you in Rikers Island. I seen it a lot.
Mm.
Trying to explain yourself. Trying to explain.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like, say if like y'all both 15 or you're 16 and she's 15, if she tells her family like I had sex, and then the dad or the mom feels some way like I didn't say you could have sex. Well, it's up in the air now. They get to do whatever they want with the idea. It's crazy.
Rape charge is real hard in Rikers Island. For how they give it up for people who go there for rape. Let me just say, it's your boy Big G. It's a nasty game inside prison. Of course, we know when it comes to rape, and this is why another message why don't go to jail. Don't put yourself in that position. It's your boy Big G. Walk with me. You know what to do. Like and subscribe. But even if you
All right. I'll be back.